Jacket basketball action on KHPQ.
And I think we're ready to go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleague joins me. Aaron Duke, the live stream tonight. Yes, you can watch this one tonight back in Clinton, Arkansas, on the KHPQ Sports YouTube, KHPQ Facebook school here in West Little Rock, named after the former United States Senator from Arkansas. And we're certainly glad to bring the broadcast here for you tonight. Got a lot of Clinton folks across the way to watch this one. I'll tell you, you pull up to the school, it's quite expansive in length and parking lots. Everything's going on tonight. Looks like there's a Christmas concert in the same building as we are. They're having a college recruiting thing up in the other building. There are people everywhere.
Along with Ozark, Missouri, and Camden, Missouri. And if you look back, they had the same exact record last year at this point. They were 6-5. And the last 2 years, it's really paid off because they went on 16-game winning streaks the last two seasons in the months of January and February. While we were gone, too, they were the first Service Bank champions back in Clinton as they defeated three opponents that week, including Pine Bluff, Watson Chapel, Southside B Branch, and Wonderview. And they also spent last week at the Grade 8 tournament in Northwest Arkansas at Rogers High School. And there was some big-name teams there. As it says, it was the Grade 8. Yellow Jackets went 1-2 in that one. Probably kind of kicking themselves. Had a chance in that second game. Might have went 2-1 in that one. But good experience for the Lady Yellow Jackets. And as we've seen the last 2 years, it's paid off come the month of January and February. This opens conference play tonight. There's 3 conference games before Christmas tonight, next Tuesday at Bauxite, and a week from Friday at home as they take on Lone Oak. As we said last year, there is no district tournament, so these conference games are all important. The district, the regional tournament seedings depend on how you finish in the conference race, and so you want to get off to a good start with a victory. A game in December is just as important as one now in February without a district tournament. And so Robinson comes in tonight with a record of 1 win, 5 losses. Their last game on a week ago, they lost 72-16 to Little Rock Mills. They also lost 42-17 to Episcopal Collegiate under head coach Micah Marsh, Sid King's son-in-law. Their only win, I think, this year was against one of the Lisa Academies, the charter school. And so Robinson comes in. We swept them last year. Hope to do that again this year, but it all starts tonight as the Lady Jackets take on Robinson here. And we're in West Little Rock out at the end. You go west on Cantrell, but you go so far west, Jeff, it turns into Highway 10. Once you pass the Super Center at Chenal and Cantrell, and another mile or two up the road on Highway 10, and you're in West Little Rock. And this is probably the oldest facility they have. The football field's been remodeled and nice, an indoor facility, a new high school. This arena, which is plenty big enough, but is probably the oldest facility on campus, as the Pulaski County School District has done some upgrades and some building over the last few years. And it's the two high schools are Robinson and Little Rock Mills are part of the Pulaski County School District, separate from the Little Rock School District. So, but we're only about a minute away from basketball here, and let's send it back to the station. We'll probably have the national anthem.
We're just growing. We're growing together.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
And we're back here at Robinson. We had some technical difficulties on the national anthem, but they're not going to play it. And we are set to start basketball action. Great crowd tonight from Clinton. Made the hour plus trip down from Van Buren County, but a great crowd, and we're set for basketball. It'll be Katie Gifford set to tip it off. Yellow Jackets dressed in black, trimmed in gold, with a gold checkerboard along the sides of the uniforms, and we are ready to play. We're working maybe on the video side of this, see if we can try to clean that up a little bit, but we are on the air, and we're on the radio side. We're ready to go, and the Yellow Jackets control the tip. Ball knocked into the backcourt and out of bounds, and we'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. It'll be Gracie Limble. It's her birthday today. She's 18. Happy birthday to Gracie Limble, along with Lexi Wallace, Maggie Gresham, Katie Gifford, and the shooter, Abigail Parks, and she fires from the corner just short. And I think Abigail had about 8 that night we played here last season. Quickly down the floor for Robinson, all the way to the basket. Layup no good. Rebound Wallace. Jackets look to run. Across the timeline to Parks. Spin in the lane. She's cut off. Quick pass over to Linville. Her shot is no good. And the Jackets are 0 for 2 from the field to start this one. Pull up 2 for Robinson. Rattles in and out. But Robinson controls the rebound. Now, 3-point shot is no good. Rebound, Lexi Wallace. We've played a minute. There is no score. Wallace into the front court against a 1-3-1 zone defense by Robinson. The Jackets almost threw it away. And now they have it back, and Linville drops it off to Gresham into the corner to Parks. This time her shot is short, and rebound Robinson.
And we're working on the Wi-Fi to see if we get a better cell tower signal here. If not a pass, we don't have a Wi-Fi setup available yet here at the school or the school district on that. So stay with us. Aaron Duhon will he's going to try to get that ironed out the best we can. We'll see how it goes. Still scoreless in this one. 6:20. The open corner. Good ball work. Going to pass around into Maggie Gresham in the lane. Turn, spin, shoot, and score. She gets the first bucket of the night. It goes to the Lady Yellow Jackets in an early 2-point lead.
Yeah, first time the Jackets touch it inside the lane, and Gresham turns and scores. And the Jackets up 2-0 here. We played 2 minutes.
Abigail Parks, Gracie Linville, Katie Gifford defending in the lane. Shot up won't go. Rebound by the Senators. I'll toss it back out. Foot on the 3-point line. Shot up. And good, up and in. That's going to be a 2. We're tied up at 5:50.
Coy Bradley with a 2-pointer for Robinson, just inside the 3-point line.
Lexi Wallace into the corner to Abigail Parks. 3-pointer attempt won't go off the rim. Long rebound. Senators, that's going to go off the foot, out of bounds. And back to the Yellow Jackets. Clinton dressed in black tonight, trimmed in gold. Same colors for the Senators, but they're dressed in white, trimmed in gold. So both of these schools, tradition black and old gold, I guess, as we would say. But Clinton in black, Senators in white. Inbound the ball to Lexi Wallace, the sophomore. Get it into the corner. Olivia Johnson shot up, won't go. Long rebound. Parks to Johnson. Back to Wallace. Behind the 3-point line, Abigail Parks catches, turns, shoots, and scores. And the state record holder, Abigail Parks, she gets a 3-pointer tonight. And 5-2 is the Yellow Jacket lead. 5 minutes, 10 seconds in the opening quarter.
I told them earlier, I think Abigail had about 8 the last time we played in this arena. And she gets one here early on. Jackets up 5-2.
Johnson and Wallace. I think we might call either one of those girls a super sophomore. Maybe the Reese McDonald super sophomore. Off to a fantastic start here early in the season. Johnson closely defended behind the 3-point line. Bounce pass to Gresham. Back to the senior Parks. Left, right, dribble down, kick it out. Cross-court pass to Wallace. 3-point up and good. Lexi Wallace. So back-to-back 3-point field goals. Parks and Wallace. And Clinton out to an 8-2 lead.
Jackets missed their first 4 from beyond the arc. Now they've hit 2 straight.
Put in a one-on-one defense. Centers out behind the 3-point line. Now they'll dribble down to the free throw line. Kick it across to the left side. Going to drive in the lane, try to split two defenders, force it up, and going to be whistled for the travel. A turnover on the Senators to the Yellow Jackets. 4:09, first quarter. Clinton 8, Robinson 2.
Good defense by Maggie Gresham. She held her ground. She wasn't the defender. Katie Gifford was the defender on the ball handler, but Maggie held her ground and forced that turnover. Didn't try to reach in.
Wallace on the dribble, one-handed pass down low to Gifford. She'll catch, spin to make a pass, maybe take an extra step, the official says. Travel and a turnover back to Robinson. Under 4 minutes now. Glad you could be with us on KHPQ 92.1 FM, worldwide on the internet, www.khpq.com, and on your mobile devices, the KHPQ Hot Country 92.1 app, Android or Apple. Three-point attempt by Robinson won't go. Long rebound, Katie Gifford. From the post, she'll take it down the floor. Abigail Parks catches in stride behind the three-point line, but this one's off the back of the rim. Long rebound back to Wallace. Into the corner, Olivia Johnson. Catch, turn, shoot, and score. Three-pointer for Johnson. So 3 Lady Yellow Jackets with 3 three-point field goals, and it is 11-2.
Johnson, the sophomore, off the bench with a three-pointer from the corner, and has played well so far this season.
Off a screen, three-point attempt won't go. Rebound to Gresham. Quickly out to Wallace. Gets to the middle of the floor. Pass ahead
Great
to
pass.
Gifford. In stride, up and in, off the glass. 13-2. Robinson wants a timeout. 2:55. Short break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Clay, you cut your teeth at a Chrysler dealership.
Cut my teeth at Landers, Chrysler, and Benton, the largest Chrysler store in the world. And so, to have Chrysler, Ram, Jeep in a small town and to have my name on the building, it's such an honor, it's such a blessing. And so, it's a brand that means a lot to us. It's a community that means a lot to us. We're giving it everything we got. Committed to customer service being a great one, not just a good one, but a great one. So winning back the community and getting our customer service the way that they should be.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
And back here in Robinson and West Little Rock, Jackets out to a 13-2 lead in this one. 3 three-pointers already for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Didn't mention this, Jeff Hall, but the Yellow Jackets have won 25 straight conference games. A win tonight will tie them for 5th place in the longest conference winning streaks in state history.
A 2-pointer. Senators get it to drop just behind the free throw line. And that's a pretty impressive mark for this Lady Yellow Jacket squad. Last year's graduates, the winningest Lady Yellow Jacket team in history. Won more games in a 3-year span than any other 3-year group of Lady Yellow Jackets.
Well, you go back the last 2 seasons, the Yellow Jackets went undefeated in conference play, and then you go back 3 seasons, and they pretty much went the entire second half of that season undefeated. So the last 2.5 seasons, the Yellow Jackets have won 25 straight conference games. And a win tonight will put them on 5th place all time in state history in longest conference winning streaks. That last basket, by the way, for Robinson, that was Kaya Miller.
2:12, first quarter. Inbound the ball. Robinson, below our broadcast position. We're seated midway up on the home side, looking down at the floor here on Pulaski Robinson. Yellow Jacket fans across the way on the visiting side. Pass picked off, Lexi Wallace, and she'll have a run out. They won't catch up with her. She'll put it off the glass. Good. Wallace, I believe, can give her 5 points thus far. 15-4, the Yellow Jacket lead.
And a whistle. Not sure what there's an official timeout. Not sure what they're looking for. Got one player down at midcourt. They're going to let them read.
Minute 40 in the first quarter. Johnson. Now Caden Brown in the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Joined Abigail Parks, Maggie Gresham, And Lexi Wallace, your 5 on the floor for Coach Matthew Post. He's on his feet at the end of the Yellow Jacket bench. 2-point attempt, won't go. Robinson, they'll get the offside rebound. Couple of defenders there, toss it back out behind the 3-point line. Robinson doing a good job inside to getting some rebounds and able to get in the lane, get some shot offs. Yeah, back it up near the midcourt circle. Closely guarded by Parks. Abigail going to try to reach in, tie up. And let's see. I think it's a 5-second call or tied up. And the ball's going to go over to the Yellow Jackets.
I think 5-second call. They're not switching the arrow, so let's go with a 5-second closely guarded by Abigail Parks.
Inside, outside, into the corner. Olivia Johnson from the left. Turn, shoot, won't go. Rebound loose. Wallace in the lane. Quickly gets it up. Off the glass, good. Wallace with back-to-back field goals, 17-4, under a minute to play in the first quarter.
Sometimes you're in the right spot at the right time. That ball got knocked away by some interior rebounders right into Lexi's hands. She laid it in. She's got 7.
And stature-wise, she may be the smallest player on the floor for the Lady Yellow Jackets, but she's the leading scorer. I believe for Clinton here, 7 points early, a 3, a couple of 2s. Now she's got the ball down the floor, running it from the point. On the right side to Johnson. Olivia's going to dribble to the baseline, draw a double team back out to Caden Brown. Takes it strong to the basket, draws the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Good job by Brown to put that one on the floor, get closer to the basket, drew a foul. And now several Yellow Jackets heading to the table to get into this one.
It's Caden Brown, and Caden picked up was she the tournament most valuable player for the First Service Bank tournament?
Yes, she did. Yep.
So.
The Joey Dobbs MVP award. Gave a player of the game after each game during that tournament. Thank Joey for that, for supporting Yellow Jacket athletics.
And Caden goes 1 for 2 at the line. Going to miss the second, 18-4. 15 seconds, first quarter. Quickly down the floor, Robinson shot from the baseline. Short, won't go, off the rim, rebound. That's Kaylin Lastly in the ballgame. She's going to take it all the way, draw a foul. Shot won't go, but she'll go to the free throw line. Lastly, the sophomore.
Yeah, Lastly showed her speed. She's so athletic. When she got that ball and was off on the run, nobody was going to catch her. They had to foul her to stop the layup. And the sophomore goes to the line, shooting 2.
I don't know if some of the girls picked up some new shoes over the break or not. There's been a couple of brightly colored shoes I've noticed here in the early part of the season, but they've all got a kind of a color of bright shoes, neon shoes. Or as Kaylin 1 for 2, she gets the second one, 19-4, 6 seconds. Robinson with the ball across midcourt. See if they get a final shot off. There it is, 3-point attempt. It's up off the rim, won't go. First quarter comes to an end. A good start by the Yellow Jackets in this conference opener against Pulaski Robinson. It's Clinton 19, the Senators 4. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
5 Yellow Jackets scored in the first quarter. They lead 19-4. Yellow Jackets with 3 3-point baskets in that first half. And that's what you want to do on the road, Jeff Hall. You come in, take charge of this game early. Don't allow Robinson to stay in the ball game. And maybe go for the knockout punch here in the second quarter. And Yellow Jackets will have it as we get underway.
Coach Matthew Post is going to send out, start the second quarter, Gracie Linville. It's her birthday today, the senior. She's going to join Cameron Keith, along with Allison Wallace Katie Gifford, and Kaylin Lastly going to stay in the ball game. Lastly will attempt a three. It's up and in the fourth. Lady Yellow Jacket to knock down a three-point field goal. 3 of those girls are sophomores. It's 22-4.
Yeah, I was going to say, all the threes have come from the sophomores.
Defending man-to-man.
Check that. Abigail Parks also has one.
Gifford ends up with it down the floor, ahead to Lastly. And the ball gets away from her. That'll be a travel or a carry. Back to get the full court press with Wallace, Lastly, and Cameron Keith going to defend their offensive Senators in the backcourt. Wallace, the older sister of Lexi. And ball's loose on the floor. Lastly almost came up with it, but Robinson will. 3-point shot, good off the glass. Third field goal for Robinson in this one. It's Clinton 22, Senator 7. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Quickly down the floor.
Bradley with a 3. She's the leading scorer right now for Robinson. She's got 5 of their 7 points.
Inbound the ball, Keith and Wallace up high, up top with it. Limble's on the wing. Takes it, quickly passes into Gifford. Shot blocked, foul called. Katie Gifford going to go to the free throw line. You know, this is back-to-back nights for the Yellow Jackets coming to Little Rock. I saw Joyce Hester today, Derry Hensley. They made the junior high trip last night to Southwest Little Rock when the Clinton Junior High squad came down. I think
junior boys won, and a pretty tough ball game, and the junior girls got their first win of the season last night at Southwest High School. Formerly Little Rock McClellan and J.A. Fair combined to build a new high school down on Geyer Springs.
Both free throws converted by Gifford. 24-7 is the score. I know folks are talking about how nice that facility was. I saw some pictures on Facebook, and really a nice arena gymnasium there. Got to play in last night. Shot, miss, rebound Cameron Keith. Ahead, trying to get to Wallace. Too much traffic. Ball gets knocked away by the Senators. They'll recover. Keith going to try to defend, maybe take it back, but she's whistled for the foul.
Does anybody know the mascot of Southwest Little Rock?
We had to think about it. Look at the floor a little bit last night. I knew it was tricky. I don't know if there's another mascot like that, and certainly in the state. I don't know in the country if they came up with.
The Griffins, I think. And the colors are, you mentioned bright colors. I think, or were they green and purple, something like that? Or
I think that is a mythical character or combination of something.
Like a Wampus cat.
Lastly, in the Gifford, in the lane, draws 2 defenders, kicks it out to Linville. Gracie's three-point attempt just short, but Katie's going to get the rebound. They'll get it back out behind the three-point line. And Gifford at the free throw line. Quick shot, won't go. Rebound Senators, but Katie's going to tie it up. And alternate possession. We'll keep it on the Yellow Jacket end of the floor. Coach Judson Smith walking the baseline. Coming over to the visiting side.
Throw that one in. Big game for him coming up next. Clinton and Robinson split last year in senior boys. Robinson got the second seed. Clinton got the third.
To call Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. 745-2992.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Led 19-4 at the end of the first quarter. They lead 28-11 here. We're midway through the second quarter, and Robinson will have the basketball, and the Yellow Jackets in that 1-3-1 zone defense.
Hope you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. Aaron Duhon. He makes some adjustments. I think the stream was better earlier since just when the ball game got going. I made some adjustments then, but stay with us. Aaron's a busy man. I think he and the Quiz Bowl team did very well competing this past weekend. We'll have to maybe ask him about that and keep up. And we got a very good squad that participates in that from Clinton throughout the school system. I think high school, middle school, and elementary. 28-11. Senators with the basketball. Dressed in white, Clinton in black. Maggie Gresham defending. And ball gets loose. Abigail Parks has it down the floor. She's on the right side. Got teammates across the lane. And foul called on the Senators. And we'll see if Abigail, is that on the floor or 2 shots, the official says. Free throws for Abigail Parks. Clinton cheer squad. Go ahead.
Jackets 4 for 6 at the line tonight.
As Abigail gets the first. Again, players to watch. I think wasn't there recently a Class 4A girls kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, in the Arkansas Democrat Gazette, just to kind of the teams to watch, players to watch, kind of who's at the top of the pack. I think Abigail Parks, wasn't she mentioned that by name in that as maybe a player to watch in all of girls Class 4A, along with the Lady Yellow Jackets as one of the top. And
yeah, Parks setting the state record last year for 3-point shooting percentage.
It's 30-11 the score. Into the corner, just inside the 3-point line. Shot, miss. Lexi Wallace takes it out of the air. One-handed pass down the floor to Johnson. She catches. Makes a move, gets to the baseline. She'll swing it one-handed across. Caden Brown ends up with it off the pass. And it's going to go up off the rim over the standard, the backboard. That's out of bounds. But, well, these girls, they are talented. You said, through that half the length down the floor. Wallace with a one-handed pass. Johnson drives the baseline. I think she whipped it one-handed into the corner. And this is, I don't know if we can say this or not. Sometimes this is not the girls' basketball game that we saw back in the 80s when
this is not your mom's basketball, but they say this is not your dad's.
There's another one-handed pass halfway down the floor. Wallace, Parks, bounce across the lane to Brown. She's fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, the Lady Yellow Jackets play a fast brand of basketball. You can come see it every day in practice.
I mean, I think back in those days, I think you had to go all the way to college. And Oliver Miller, who played for the Arkansas Razorbacks, who could throw that one-handed baseball pass the length of the floor. And now you see these high school players that
Brown's
can do
got
that.
2. She's 2 for 4 at the line. The Jackets now lead by 20.
31-11, 3:05 in the second. One-on-one defense. Brown on the ball. In the lane, shot up won't go. Second shot might have been blocked, and Brown's going to take it out of the air. Off to Wallace. Left hand, left hand, down the floor. 3-point line. Kick it into the corner. Johnson wants to drive and gets it to Caden Brown, but Caden's going to be fouled. That's on the floor. 4th team foul on Robinson here in the quarter. 3 on the Yellow Jackets. You might remind folks the foul change this year. Quarter, free throw shooting.
The fouls are counted each quarter. A team that commits 5 fouls, you shoot the 2 shots from the 5th foul on. Lashley drives the baseline and is fouled. But, no more 17 fouls and a half to shoot a 1-and-1. That's all gone. Now there's 5 fouls each quarter. And when you hit that 5th foul, you shoot 2 free throws. No more 1-and-1s in Arkansas high school basketball.
And Lashley gets the first free throw. She's in the second. And we hadn't even talked about this off the air. There's reasons why there's major rule changes like that come down on occasion. This one certainly is one of the bigger ones that we've seen in some years. I'm not sure exactly what the attempt is or to change the game.
The National Federation, their main point was that they did a study and found that the largest percent of injuries occurred at the free throw line and the melee that occurred for a rebound. So they were trying to clean up the lane area make it more safe, so eliminating the one-on-one or the one-and-one.
And down the floor, Lastly's shot won't go. Ball ends up out of bounds.
And also that it would probably speed the game up a little bit. Teams get that 7th foul, say midway through the first quarter, then you shoot free throws for a quarter and a half. It slows the game down. So it was to speed the game up and hopefully reduce injuries.
Wallace off the dribble, gets to the elbow. 2-pointer good. Lexi Wallace, the leading scorer. Double figures, 35-11. She's equal to the Senators' total here in the first half with 1:50 to go. Tied up on the floor. Alternate possession. See if this one goes to Robinson. Substitution, Cameron Keith returns. Wallace returns. It's going to go to the Yellow Jackets on the alternating possession. So Wallace, Keith, Gifford, Lastly, and Johnson. Cameron Keith's three-point attempt won't go. Rebound hits the floor. Scramble for it. Cameron's right there. She'll be tied up. So this time it should go to Robinson. 1:37 remaining in the second quarter. Clinton 35, Robinson 11.
I think all the Lady Yellow Jackets, still maybe a couple have yet to get in the ball game tonight. They will before this one's over.
And Robinson with a shot in the lane. Fouled. Free throws upcoming. 2 for the Lady Senators.
Sharday Woods heads to the free throw line. Robinson 2 for 2 at the line tonight. Only 2 players have scored. Now make it 3 tonight for Robinson.
First free throw. They'll have a second. Looking across the way, the parents, last week when we didn't travel for the broadcast or the video, some of the parents were broadcasting via Facebook Live last week, so we got to see some of those games from Rogers for the girls. I don't know if I see any iPads or phones out tonight. This one is being live streamed on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. Aaron Duhan running the camera.
Hey, you don't need the Facebook tonight. You got the professional. You got the Duhan behind the camera tonight.
1 minute remaining here before the halftime break. Clinton 35, Robinson 12. Man-to-man defense on the drive in the lane. The runner up off the glass won't go. They'll get it back and count the basket and the foul. Robinson's doing a good job. They're getting some second shot opportunities inside. I mean, not got a whole lot of points on the board, but this one they'll get a 2. I don't know if I guess we can still call that the and 1. It should count the basket, I believe, and a free throw.
Should be 14, shouldn't it? Maybe not. They got 12 on the basket. She makes the free throw.
Yep. Now the fan's going to correct that. 45 seconds.
Bradley now with 12 of Robinson's 15 points.
Allison Wallace, shot up, won't go. Three-point attempt, rebound Robinson. 35-second clock still in play. 30 on the game clock, 24. And Robinson's going to turn it over. It'll go out of bounds. So that should eliminate the 35-second clock for the remainder of the half. 26 to go. Yellow Jacket basketball. Lastly, Keith. Back to Lastly on the left side. A little bit of a fake. The defender back out high. Ball gets away. Robinson with it down the floor. A couple defenders, and Cameron and Katie Gifford will knock the ball out of bounds. 8.4 to go. Robinson basketball from the baseline just in front of the Clinton cheer squad. Inbound the ball into the corner. 7 seconds. 6. Clock running. Good spin. Left-hand shot won't go. Rebound in the lane, and that will do it. A good first half here on the conference opener for the Yellow Jackets. We're in West Little Rock on the campus of Pulaski Robinson, or Joe T. Robinson. And it is Coach Matthew Post and Tammy Hodges-Johnson hit their Lady Yellow Jackets in the lead, 35-15, as we head to the halftime break We'll take a break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, by the Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by Main Street Florist, by Clinton Real Estate, by Johnny's Automotive, by American Home Pharmacy, by TLC Bookkeeping, and by Regions Bank. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Drug, by Pistole Gun and Pawn, by ALA Beauty, Robertson Real Estate and Auctioneer Incorporated, by Clinton Physical Therapy and Fitness, by Ryan's Main Street Grill, Sun Gas Propane, Moix RV, and Judy King School of Dance. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's Yellow Jacket coverage.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And back here at halftime from Pulaski Robinson, it's the Lady Yellow Jackets 35, the Lady Senators 15. Hey, the man behind the camera. We're going to get him in front of the camera from a minute. Now, he's got a familiar name to anybody that's involved around the high school campus, but some of you folks may be back home watching tonight, and we want to introduce you to Aaron Duhan. He's running the live stream for us here on KHPQ this year on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. And Aaron's going to be a great asset. Some of you folks, I know that if you're savvy with social media, you've noticed this year some of the videos that the high school is putting it out. I mean, whether it's the Friday morning sing-along with Principal Smith or whether it's your monthly your sock purchases competitions between Mr. Smith or Jordan Benson or Matthew Post or Judson Smith. There's a new one, I think, for this month. Aaron Duhan's kind of the man behind the camera on putting those together and the graphics. So certainly it's going to be a fun year, and we're glad to have you along with us, Aaron.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. I know you're busy. You do a lot of things around campus. Student council.
Yes, sir.
You're president of student council,
yes,
aren't
sir.
you? You're one of the leaders on the Quiz Bowl team.
Yes, sir.
And I saw you guys had a successful competition, this weekend?
Yes, sir.
Where were you at and how'd you do there?
We did pretty good. We made it to the second round of the elimination. So that was like the grade 8 or something like that of that tournament. Mm-hmm. So we made it that far, and it was a tough game. It was a tough fight. There were some really good teams out there. We were playing Truman. That was our last game, and it was close. It was close till about the end, and then they started just winning better than we were. But we put up a good fight.
Yeah, the Quiz Bowl has been a really good program at Clinton these last few years. I know high school, middle school, elementary school, all the way through that, and get folks ready. So. Well, that'll be a lot of fun. What else you got going on around the campus?
Well, right now, we're the student council. Ms. Hutchins and my idea. We work together on this one. We're trying to spread a lot of Christmas cheer at the campus right now. So, like this week, we have a candy cane scavenger hunt. I've been hiding candy canes after school, and I've been announcing clues in the mornings before school and having a little competition there. We're going to have some trivia Thursday. We're going to have representatives from each grade try to battle it out to see who knows the most about Christmas. We're going to have a movie next Friday, most likely. That's what we're shooting for. We're going to have a karaoke next Monday, I'm pretty sure. And just a bunch of other festive activities. We're going to trim the tree with some ornaments that students can decorate themselves, just, to really spread Christmas cheer. And then also with Beta, we are doing some more Christmas blessing boxes. The response with the Thanksgiving was amazing, and we were very glad to have had the support. And so we're doing it again for the Christmas blessing boxes. And so every little bit helps. That I will say that. Every little bit helps. If you want to know in which way you can help, you can contact Ms. Hutchins at the high school, and she'll be more than happy to point you in the right direction on how you can help.
Hey, well, it sounds like you're going to have a busy couple weeks before the Christmas break.
Yes,
not too much longer.
Not too much.
Going to squeeze in some final exams coming up a little bit as well.
I have one Thursday and then one next Thursday.
Okay, yeah. And if somebody wants to get their socks.
Right.
I think, what is it this month?
Yes, sir.
Is it trying to remember? I know I saw the post. Who's the competition between?
Mr. Greer and Chief Ayers.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And videos are on the way.
I think Chief Ayers is here tonight, isn't he?
I think
he's traveling with us.
Oh, yep.
I saw him over there. I visited with him a couple days ago,
right.
And that's been a lot of fun in seeing those. And so, folks can find that. Clinton High School is on social media. I know they've got their site. I know there's the basketball site for the boys, the girls, the football, maybe different organizations.
Track. They got a Facebook page for just about every organization out there.
Right. So
we got a strong social media presence.
Get on Facebook or YouTube, Clinton High School.
Clinton High School on YouTube.
And you'll see it's a circle. It's a gold circle with the C. Is that right?
The
yellow.
It's a white background with the yellow jacket on it, and it's kind of bluish, but it's black and gold.
Okay.
And it'll just say Clinton High School.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to tell because you'll see titles like Pascal Spray, Get Your Coach Post Socks, Tuesday Talk. Today we did. Before I left, I had to catch a ride on the bus. I put together a Tuesday Talk promoting our Christmas album, the O-Line. They asked me if I could help them make a Christmas album, and so we've been hard at work recording a Christmas album, and it's dropping tomorrow. It's finally going to drop. So.
Now, wait a minute. You say O-line in Sportscaster. Does that mean offensive line for the football team?
Sir.
They've got an album coming
Cash, Creed, Alec, Hunter. Oh, yeah. And we got a couple features from other people. It's a tour de force.
Oh.
And we put it together. And so it's dropping tomorrow. $5 a regular CD, $10 for a signed copy.
All right.
Yes,
I think the football banquet's coming up this weekend.
Yes, sir.
As well.
It should be this Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, it's going to be Saturday night. I think that may be open to the public. It's not just football players and parents.
I think so.
Maybe kids come. So folks may want to check that out at the cafeteria on Saturday night.
Oh, yes.
So, well, thanks, Aaron Duhon. And we tell folks sometime on the line, and we always, anytime we get a new cameraman, I know you've already done some games this year, but sometimes we never know until we get to the facility, be it in a gym, an arena, or a football field, what kind of connections are available, what doesn't happen. And we can never guarantee we're going to have a seamless broadcast, and sometimes it'll start rocky and then it'll smooth out. I think maybe that's what's happened tonight. It's smoothed out.
It's been a rough one, but I love it.
Thanks for making it happen.
Yes, sir.
And I'm looking forward to this year. Aaron Duhon.
So am I.
Hey, let's take a final break. Halftime, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket Sports when you need co. And by Troy Grushalski with Edward Jones. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's Yellow Jacket coverage. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Will, the Jackets led 35-15 at the half. They've already scored here in the second half on a Katie Gifford putback, and Jackets lead 37-15.
And your 5 to start the second half. Seniors Gracie Linville, Abigail Parks, Maggie Gresham, Katie Gifford, sophomore Lexi Wallace.
Jackets led scoring in the first half by the sophomore Lexi Wallace. She had 11. Another sophomore, Kaylin Lashley, had 6 for the Jackets.
Wallace, the leading scorer. This one won't go, but the offside rebound to Gifford. She'll toss it back into Gresham. 2 defenders. She'll turn, spin, shoot. It won't go. It's going to go out of bounds and belong to Robinson.
Kennedy Lucas did not start the second half, but she's already checked in here. Less than a minute gone in the third quarter. And the Jackets with some backcourt pressure.
Out of bounds, but we'll keep it with Robinson. Chief Ayers. Casey, that's who Aaron Duhon was referring to. Seated on the front row. Resource officer for the school. Traveling with the team tonight. Jamie Williams and her cheerleading squad here tonight. Down to our left. Behind the baseline. Shot up won't go. Clinton with a rebound. Parks with it on the dribble across midcourt. Now she'll pull up. Back to Wallace. Inside to Gresham. Outside. Swing it into the corner. Gracie Linville. Up and in. 3-point field goal for Linville. That's going to be what? Her first basket.
Yep.
But it's another 3 and a different player with a 3 for the Yellow Jackets thus far in the ballgame. 40-15.
4 separate Yellow Jackets now with 3. Gracie Linville, the birthday girl, her first points of the night.
Inside, double team there. Ball gets loose. Linville's going to go in, tie up. Alternate possession to Robinson. And Caden Brown's going to check into the ball game. Abigail Parks out. From the baseline, Robinson looking to inbound the basketball. Into the lane, toss it back out. Maybe had a foot on the 3-point line just in front, but they get a rebound. The put back up won't go. Draws a little body contact, foul call. 2 free throws for Robinson.
Yeah, Coy Bradley going to the line. She led Robinson scoring in the first half with 5, 7, 9, 11, 12 points. She had 12 with their 15. Only 3 Lady Senators scored in that first half, and Bradley goes to the line where she was 2 for 2 in the first half.
And the first one is up and in. 40-16 is the score. Olivia Johnson in for the first time in the second half. Lexi Wallace out. Sophomore for sophomore. I think Olivia Johnson, she was a game MVP, I think if I remember, at the first Service Bank tournament. As well as the younger sister of Titus Johnson. Titus graduated, I guess, last year. Basketball, baseball player for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I think Titus is at Arkansas Tech, I believe now. Check me on that, but I think he is. Great young man, Titus Johnson.
He may come home on Sunday. I think he leads worship at PD Baptist Church, or at least in one night when I was visiting there recently. And on the dribble, into the lane, quick move, gets the bucket to fall. Robinson with 2. And the Yellow Jacket
Mariah Daniels, her first basket of the night.
Inside, outside. Brown steps up behind the free throw line. Shot bounces around, won't go. Johnson tips it out, but into the hands of the center. It's going to drive hard down the floor. Shot up, a little too hard off the glass, but they get another rebound, offensive rebound. Second shot behind the 3-point line, misses. Rebound hits the floor. Clinton comes up with it quickly ahead. Brown to Johnson to Gresham on the move, into the lane. Floats it up and in. Maggie Gresham with
good job on the trailer. That time the Yellow Jackets had spacing. They had Dribblers coming down both sidelines, and then Gresham coming right down the middle. She kept that spacing, dropped it off to Gresham for the layup. She's got 4.
She made that look easy. Athleticism in the lane. And count the basket and the foul. Going to drive, try to split 2 Clinton defenders, draw some contact, gets the ball up in the air off the glass. Chance at the traditional three-point play, 42-20.
Kaya Miller with the basket. She's got 4.
5 minutes, 1 second remaining in the third quarter. Pass ahead, Johnson back out to Linville. 3-point attempt won't go. It'll pop off the rim, up over the top of the backboard, and that's out of bounds, and it belongs to the Senators.
Jackets stood by 20 at the half. They only added 2 to the lead here, leading by 22 halfway through the third quarter.
4.5 remaining, third quarter. Vault Linville knocks it away. Johnson's got it. Back to Gracie on the move. One defender, left hand off the glass for Linville. 44-20.
Great pass by Johnson. She had to thread the needle on that one. There wasn't much of a window to throw that one into over a Robinson defender to Gracie Linville. Gracie finished on the other end. Gracie now has 5 all here in the third quarter.
And Robinson trying to drive, split 2 defenders, maybe get a foul, get a shot off. And no foul called. The shot's going to go out of bounds and give the Yellow Jackets. No, they are going to keep it with Robinson.
I think the official pointed the wrong way. It'll stay with
Gifford out.
Robinson.
Linville out. You got Lastly and Allison Wallace enter the ball game. And Robinson's going to try to run the baseline on the throw, and he can't do that after
it's a spot throw in, a dead ball, an out of bounds play, a foul. You have to stay in one spot. Only after a made basket can you run the baseline.
So 44-20, 4 minutes remaining third quarter, and Yellow Jack's going to turn it over on the offensive end. Just in front of, I think that's Principal Tim Smith. He gets a lot of miles as well. Trying to keep up with these extracurricular activities and athletic squads as well, and seated on the front row tonight.
Yeah, a lot going on tonight. Even back home, we got a choir Christmas concert going tonight back at the high school.
Another turnover by the Yellow Jackets. They try to point some folks out. I know folks watching on the camera back home. I know at least when it's on in my household, if I'm not there watching that video stream, saying who's there, and try to make out some folks who are watching from the sidelines. 3.5 to go in the third. 44-20. Johnson, Lastly, Brown, Gresham, Allison Wallace. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and Robinson's going to take a timeout. We'll take the break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports.
And Robinson will have it coming out of the timeout. Jackets lead 44-20 in this one.
3:10, third quarter, clock running. Going to drive just outside the lane. Shot up won't go. Offside rebound, put back misses. Maggie Gresham with the rebound. Up the floor, Johnson kicks it out. Lastly for three from the right side. Good. Kaylin Lastly. 47-20. So Yellow Jackets shooting well from behind the three-point line.
Kaylin's got 2 threes. She's got 9 points. She's knocking on the door for double figures here.
Multi-sport athlete. Softball, basketball in the winter, and softball in the spring. Lastly.
And I think she's playing softball in the winter, too. I saw some of her Twitter. I guess it's called X now. And some of her recruiting cuts, softball practice. So, yep, all around talented athlete.
And Johnson, quick, she takes that pass and chest high, and she was ready to get that shot off. She gets another three, 50-20.
And Olivia's got 2 threes. The Yellow Jackets with 2, 4, 5, 6 threes, 7 threes on the game so far. And now the Jacket lead is now ballooned out to 30, 50-20.
Free throws for Robinson. One common denominator between this Clinton High School boys squad led by Coach Judson Smith, the girls squad by Coach Matthew Post, is they get the shots off quick. They got a quick release. They're ready to catch and shoot. I noticed that in both the boys and girls. They don't hold the ball. They don't waste dribbles. They pass the ball quickly when needed, and they are ready to shoot when they catch it. Even if the pass is coming from the side, they can take it and they can swing and get into their upward shooting motion. And I think that's a sign of a well-coached team, and especially when some of the stronger competition they're going to play that may be quicker, taller, things like that. That's where that really comes into play, when those shots are hard to get off. And both the girls and boys are really good at that this year.
Yeah, there's 2 things on passing on basketball. One, it's got to be catchable, and 2, you want to throw it in the shooting area. What I mean by that, you're able to catch it, get the shot off quickly. You know, you throw the pass, it's uncatchable. It's either over somebody's head, or you've thrown it too hard or something like that. So it's got to be catchable, but it's also got to be in that area where you can catch it and shoot it quickly.
There's an example right there. Allison Wallace, she catches it right in the shooting position. She's able to get the shot off. It won't fall. And we're going the other way now. Robinson foul called on the Yellow Jackets, but
an open player, but you throw them a pass below their knees. That just allows the defense time to catch up and get on them. It's really not a good pass. It's got to be in that the shooting range. The hands are ready to shoot the ball, and that's one thing they work on in practice. And it looks like the Yellow Jackets, I called a foul. I guess, yeah, that's the 15th foul in the quarter. It's one of the few times this year we've seen the 2-shot bonus situation in a quarter.
Boy. Coach Matthew Bose, we've talked about that. Is this now his 4th year? Or those, you can tell the things we see out on the court, game time is comes from repetition in that practice time, and it's almost like second nature or instinct when you see these girls go up and down the floor on the break, and their positioning, where they need to be, where that pass is going to be made to. You can see these touch passes that they make even when they're working against a defense in the set that it looks like they don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, you can't play fast if you don't practice fast. So you can stop by and watch them practice. Get 5:30, go watch a practice one day. It's at 5:30, it's up and down. So you can't play one way and practice another. So they're always practicing the way they play.
It's Cameron Keith inside to Brown. Defense there. They kick it back out. Lastly, this 3 won't go. It's off the rim. Loose. Allison Wallace going to be able to recover in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. Back out to Leslie near midcourt. That reset the 35-second clock. Now Robinson with a steal at midcourt. Lastly going to try to catch up, defend. Makes contact, foul call. 2 free throws for Robinson.
And sports is the repetition practice of the correct skill. Used to have a coach, the old saying was practice makes perfect. He always said it was perfect practice that made perfect. You got to learn the skill correctly, the fundamental, and then repetition. If you don't have the correct technique, all the repetition in the world is not going to help you. So perfect practice makes perfect.
50-20, now 50-21 with 1:10 remaining in the third quarter. Yellow Jacket basketball. Wallace, Brown, Johnson, Keith, and Lastly. Kaylin's going to drive the lane. Bounce pass. Brown's alone on the block. She'll put it up and in.
Great
Caden
pass
Brown.
by Lashley as she drove the lane, drew the defender, dropped it off to Brown for the basket.
I see her mom, Leanna Brown, across the way. You might have seen some social media posts about the Van Buren County Juvenile Court officers doing some programs this week. I think maybe at the Clinton High School, maybe at the South Side as well. And she kind of directs those, I think, for Judge Troy Braswell. And good that she can get away on game nights and follow Caden. I know it's a lot of fun for them, but I know she's got a close eye and helping out the students in the area as well. Shot won't go. Lashley with the rebound down the floor. She draws contact as she takes it to the basket. That'll send Kaylin to the free throw line with 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Kaylin 3 for 3 at the line tonight. She's got 9 points. She's got a chance to get into double figures right here. More action this week on Thursday at the arena. Bauxite will be in town for, I think, 7th grade and junior high action. And the senior boys travel to Little Rock Christian just down the road here this Friday night. Tip-off, I believe, is at 7:30 on the schedule. No broadcast of that one, but that is against the defending state champion, Little Rock Christian.
Free throws up and in, both converted by Kaylin Lashley, 54-21. And, you know, that was the Yellow Jacket squad. They played with Little Rock Christian last year. Maybe gave them all they wanted. So they played good games against them before the Warriors went on to win the state championship over Blytheville that we saw last year. So Clinton did very well against the top team in Class 4A last year. See how they do this year. Cross midcourt, 10 seconds. Wallace behind the three-point line, 8 seconds. She's going to drive. 2 defenders. Ball gets loose. Trying to recover. Robinson ends up with it. And that's going to stop the clock with a tie ball. Alternate possession. 0.5 seconds remaining. We'll have to inbound this one. See if we can get a shot off in time before the third quarter expires. There it is. Won't go. The third quarter comes to an end. Clinton leading the Pulaski Robinson Lady Senators. It's the Yellow Jackets 54, Robinson 21. Fourth and final quarter coming up, and I believe that will be under the Arkansas Activities sportsmanship rule. The clock will not stop, but for an official timeout. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
There we go. Jackets outscore Robinson 19-6 in that third quarter. They lead 54-21. And as Jeff said, the clock will run here the entire length of the fourth quarter.
And your 5 on the floor, Olivia Johnson, Cameron Keith, Caden Brown, Kaylin Lashley, Allison Wallace. 2 points for the Senators. 54-23 is the score.
Kaya Miller of the basket. She has 6.
Into the corner, back out high. Last little bit of fake, drive the lane. 2 defenders, up it in. Lastly, scoring well here for the Yellow Jackets, 56-23.
12 points now for Lastly. I think she's now the leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets. Lexi Wallace with 11.
Off the
Bank
glass,
shot.
good for the Senators, 56-23. And you want to say Coach Post, the future looks bright if your two leading scorers are 10th graders. It's hopefully a good sign of things to come. Olivia Johnson in the lane. She'll float it up with one hand, just short off the front of the rim. Going the other way with Robinson. Right, left, right. Good defense by Cameron Key. That's the younger sister of Kinley Key, who graduated last year. 2-pointer for Robinson, 56-27.
Miller, 6 straight points. Now she has 10.
Wallace on the dribble. Brown from the elbow, free throw line, up and in. 2 points for Caden Brown.
Caden has 6.
58-27. One-on-one defense by the Yellow Jackets. Foul called, defending. Again, those fouls reset every quarter. Zeros on the scoreboard. That's the first foul of the fourth against the Lady Yellow Jackets. 6 minutes remaining in the running clock. Senior boys to follow this one. I remember I told Coach Post I may have to say this on the air tonight. I think earlier this year, just some of the stand around the corner of the gym banter with Coach Judson Smith and Matthew Post. Those guys are a lot of fun. Something along the lines, I don't remember the exact words, but Coach Post was saying something like, hey, what's the big deal? It's only Pulaski Robinson. Thinking that, the Lady Yellow Jackets probably going to overmatch the Lady Senators, but Coach Judson Smith, he's going to have if it's anything like last year, he's going to have a strong Robinson squad to take on and anticipate tonight.
Yeah, you're probably looking at Little Rock Christian, Clinton, Robinson, Hall, and Lone Oak. 5 teams for 4 spots. Maybe Bauxite with a shot. Yeah, look at some of those girls' teams, too. Early in the non-conference schedule, Heber's 6-3 on the year. Lone Oak's 4-3. Bauxite's 2-6. They were the third-place team last year. And then Pulaski Academy, who most teams say, well, it'll be Clinton and Pulaski Academy and girls this year for the conference title. PA right now 2-3 on the season.
Shot up.
Anna Williams in the game now for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah. And you talked about it earlier, and I think even reading the statewide write-ups about the Lady Yellow Jackets, folks writing in the newspaper, they know that. You talked about it earlier, Clinton Watt with a record of 6-5 on the season, but that's against Class 6A, Class 5A. That's tournament competition that the Yellow Jackets have been in. So if you're just a bystander looking in at the win-loss total, that doesn't necessarily correlate to
Lady Yellow Jackets and Coach Post, they don't dodge anybody. They went to Arkansas Tech last week, played Springdale Harbor. Still got, I think, a trip to Star City, one of the perennial 4A powers over the years. Still going down to Star City in a few weeks, and makes them better. The last 2 seasons, the Yellow Jackets have had 2 16-game winning streaks the last 2 seasons, the month of January and February.
Rolled right into postseason play with maybe some conference championships, some regional tournament championships, some Final 8s in statewide play, Class 3A and 4A. So if that formula holds true, it's certainly been successful in recent years of playing stiff competition earlier, roll into that conference season, and then just almost, again, maybe unbeatable till you get to the end when everybody gets good there in those final tournament games of the season.
Yeah, Brooklyn Collins checks in for her first action of the night. And I mentioned Kenna Collins, sophomore, very good player, hasn't played since early in the season with an injury. Hope to see her back sooner than later. She was a part of that junior high conference championship team last season.
58-27, final 2 minutes, 25 seconds for the running clock. Yellow Jackets will pick up the win tonight in the first conference game of the season.
As we mentioned, this will be conference win number 26 and that will tie for the 5th longest conference winning streak in state history. Hope to add on to it again next Tuesday against Bauxite.
Cameron Keith all the way puts it off the glass, up and in, 60-28.
Cam scores.
You saw Jimbo and Patty, you told me.
I did, saw them at Sam's. And
grandparents.
It's amazing. Me and Jimbo had one thing identical in our carts, and it was that giant Hershey's brownie mix. The box is the size of a cornflakes box. What a deal, though. Only $7 for that thing.
Get your holiday brownies to be ready. I think Allison Wallace, did she get that 2-pointer? 62-28. Minute 25 to go. Jim's one of our former broadcasters before our time. He and Sid King did a few basketball games for the Yellow Jackets from years gone by. Lashley. That is Lashley for 2. She's going to finish as the leading scorer tonight. I think I'm trying to get Jimbo to talk a time or two in recent years as he's at the ball game. Sometimes we're seated in the stands around him, but he kind of shies away.
Not Jimbo. I've never known Jimbo short of words. We were talking last week in the office. Sid opened the station up in 1977 in November. So they would tape the basketball games and play them on Saturday morning. So they've been doing basketball since 1977. Started doing football in September of 1978. And I believe it was 1982 with KHPQ coming on the air on FM that the games became live. So we're really lucky to have a local owner. Sid's been good to the community and good to the Yellow Jackets, that's for sure. So 77, that's 46 years Yellow Jacket basketball has been on the air.
And the final 5 seconds going to tick off in this one. There's a final shot at the buzzer. It won't go. So your final score, the Clinton Lady Yellow Jackets 64, the Pulaski Robinson Lady Senators 28. As the teams will walk there across the midcourt, shake hands. Good sportsmanship. Well played tonight. The cheer squads as well, officials on the floor, and it looks like they will. Yellow Jackets will head to the midcourt circle for a post-game prayer with the Spirit Squad and the girls there. We're glad you could be with us. Aaron Duhan on the camera. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleague Ron Robinson is in the studio tonight. Sid King got it all set up for us during the week as the Lady Yellow Jackets get the win. We'll step away from the mic here for just a moment. When we return, we'll wrap this one up, give you some final numbers. We'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, and we'll give you a preview of the senior boys game coming up next. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pregame Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Now, Clinton is a tight-knit community. They work hard to support one another.
They work hard to take care of small, family-owned business, and that's what we are. We want to bring that family-owned atmosphere with also the opportunity for the consumer to get that great deal that they deserve. So, we feel like we've got the best of both worlds.
Keep driving by every day. The inventory keeps getting better.
It's Ram country, and we're going to keep making it bigger and better. So, yes, ma'am.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Drug, by Pistole Gun and Pawn, by ALA Beauty, Robertson Real Estate and Auctioneer Incorporated, by Clinton Physical Therapy and Fitness, by Ryan's Main Street Grill, Sun Gas Propane, Moix RV, and Judy King School of Dance. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's Yellow Jacket coverage.
And back here in West Little Rock on the campus of Joe T. Robinson High School. Girls game just wrapped up. Lady Yellow Jackets win by a score of 64-28. Robinson was led in scoring by Coy Bradley. She had 13 points. Kaya Miller had 10. Mariah Daniels had 4 points. And Sharday Woods had 1 point. Robinson had 1 3-pointer tonight, and they were 7 of 17 at the free throw line. That's 41%. Lady Yellow Jackets jumped out to a 19-4 lead at the end of the first quarter. They led 35-15 at the half, and then blew the game open in the third quarter, outscoring Robinson 19-6, taking a 54-21 lead into the fourth quarter and inserting the mercy rule. And the Jackets outscored Robinson 10-7 in the final period. Your final score was Clinton 64 and Robinson 28. Lady Yellow Jackets had 11 different players score tonight. They made 6 3-pointers, and the Jackets were 10 of 14 at the free throw line. That's 71%. Cameron Keith had 2 points on the night. Senior Abigail Parks had 5 points, 1 3-point basket. Allison Wallace, 2 points on the night. Sophomore Olivia Johnson, she had 8 tonight. Katie Gifford, the senior, she ends the night with 6 points. Caden Brown, a junior, 6 points on the night. Maggie Gresham, another junior, 2 points in each half. She had 4 points. Gracie Lindell, the senior, on her birthday, she has a 3-point basket and 5 points total tonight. And the sophomore Lexi Wallace in double figures again tonight for the Yellow Jackets. The point guard had 11 points tonight, all those in the first half, including a 3-point basket. And the leading scorer tonight, and your First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, sophomore Kaylin Lashley. Lashley had 14 points to lead the Lady Yellow Jackets, including 2 3-point baskets. And she also went to the line 6 times, making 4 of those. So your First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game tonight, sophomore Kaylin Lashley. And the Lady Yellow Jackets are now 7-5 on the season, but more importantly now 1-0 in conference play.
And that does it for the girls' game. Glad you could be with us for the broadcast. Senior boys out warming up now against the Robins. And this is a highly anticipated conference opener for both squads. I guess we could want to roll right into it here with senior boys.
And we'll set this one up for you before we send it back to the station. Yellow Jackets come in with a record of 3 wins, 3 losses on the season. But once again, another tough schedule. Also on the boys' side, as the boys have played perennial Class 6A power Bryant. Also, Fort Smith Northside almost won that one, lost by a score of 54-53. Also played 5A schools Valley View, just outside of Jonesboro, and Paragould, another suburb of Jonesboro. And they also have Russellville and Cabot coming up in the next couple of weeks. So a tough schedule for Judson Smith's Yellow Jackets, but they're 3-3 right now, and they've won 2 straight. Those were a 62-58 win over Valley View and a 60-39 win Saturday over Paragould. Robinson comes in tonight with a record of 2 wins, 8 losses. They were the number 2 team last year in the conference. Their last game out was a 54-19 win over Episcopal Collegiate. They also have a close loss, just like the Yellow Jackets, to Fort Smith Northside. It was a 58-53 loss to the Grizzlies. They've also played Jacksonville, Sylvan Hills, Little Rock Catholic, and they do have a 1-point loss to Dardanelle, 73-72. We know Dardanelle has a couple of outstanding sophomores on that ball club, so it should be a good one tonight. Last year, the 2 teams split. Clinton won at home on this date last year, 72-69, and then in January they lost here by a score of 68-48. So if you could get a win here and then maybe get the return game and get the sweep when we come back in January would be huge, but no district tournament, so every game is big. If the Yellow Jackets could win on the road tonight, that would be huge for Clinton, as they also have Little Rock Christian on Friday night on the road, and then Bauxite and Lone Oak coming up next week. So there are 4 conference games for the Yellow Jackets. I know Judson Smith would like to win them all, but if you could get 3 out of 4, you would feel really good heading into the Christmas break, and then come back in that second half of the season, try to make a run. So big game tonight. Stay with us. We'll have all the action coming up. You're listening to Yellow Jacket Basketball on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pregame Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Conroe Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Ready for the senior boys here. Not sure if they're going to do starting lineups or not. If you're watching on KHPQ Sports on the YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, 92.1 FM all over North Central Arkansas, on the internet anywhere in the world at www.khpq.com. I mean, you got folks, you got family, you got friends, wherever they are, they can tune into the broadcast tonight. They can listen and watch it on your mobile devices, your phones or your tablets. Just download the Hot Country KHPQ app. Put it on your Android phone or your Apple phone and watch the ball game. Be ready for the trading post in the morning. And looking to have you. Well, Coach Judson Smith, he's got his 5 on the floor. And it's going to be Carter Holland, Gus Scroggins, Dawson Burgess, Dylan Jones, and Zane Widener for the Clinton Senior Boys. Going to take on the Pulaski Robinson Senators. Clinton in black, trimmed in gold. Robinson in white, trimmed in black. Expected to see 2 athletic teams. 2 teams to Clinton coming out of that tournament play at Valonia last week. this first conference matchup. Carter Holland to jump center, the junior. Ball in the air and controlled by the Senators. Robinson going to bring it across midcourt. Clinton going to have check on the height. They have they have a height advantage. One spot on the floor. Not sure if they've got two. Ball going out of bounds. Saved by Robinson, but it's into the hands of Carter Holland. Going the other way. He's going to take it down, slide. Two defenders put it up and in. Carter Holland, he is a scorer. If you hadn't been out to see the Yellow Jackets yet, Carter Holland is fun to watch. He gives Clinton an early 2-point lead.
Yeah, Robinson against the man-to-man defense. Running the old flex offense. That's a man offense been around for a long time.
Three-point attempt won't go. Gus Scroggins with the rebound. The junior, Alice DeBurgess, back to Dylan Jones. Dylan across midcourt. DeBurgess. Dawson. Back to Holland. Keep the dribble. Step back three. And the defender up and in. Carter Holland, boy, he's got it dialed in here early. A 2, a 3, and a 5-point lead.
Dalton Palmer on Carter. Carter about a 3 or 4 inch height advantage there, and he took advantage of it, knocked down to 3.
Burgess defending. He may give up a couple inches or 3 on his defender. 3-point field goal by the Senators. Up and in. Now a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. That three-pointer was by Kyron Allen. 5-3, 6:25. Ball knocked loose. Holland reaches in, going to try to tie up. He does, and it'll be alternate possession to the Yellow Jackets.
2 seniors, 2 sophomores, and a junior on the floor for Robinson. Jackets starting 3 seniors and 2 juniors. Man-to-man defense by Robinson.
Widener on the dribble. Into the lane, a little hop. Puts it up and over a defender. Good. Zane Widener, the all-state football player, doing it on the basketball court. 7-3 is the Yellow Jacket lead.
Yeah, if the officials are going to let them play tonight, this one could be physical.
Inside, nothing there. Clinton defense going to force the Robinson to get it back behind the three-point line. On the dribble, on the drive. Allen shot blocked by Widener. Zane's got it. He's across midcourt. Defense in front of him. Pass head to Scroggins. Quick catch, shoot, release. 3-point field goal by Scroggins. Everything's going the Yellow Jackets' way. 10-3, the early lead. Robinson wants a timeout.
Jackets have not missed a shot. 2 threes, a couple of twos. The Jackets 4 for 4 from the field, and this is what you need on the road. Get off to a quick start. Last year the Jackets got down early, never could recover in this one, but they jump out to a quick early lead here. And a big block shot by Widener started that break to the other end, and Gus finished with a 3-pointer. And a quick timeout by Robinson.
And you can see the excitement. The squad come over to Coach Jedson Smith. He's excited too. This conference opener for these squads. Where Robinson's going to inbound it. Clinton defense going to pick them up across midcourt. Man-to-man defense. Into the corner. Back out high. Going to drive the lane. Runner in traffic. Kind of has to fall away, but the 2-pointer up and in by Yonke. No, that's not right. That's Gavin Rath. Yeah, I remember him from last year.
Saw him last year as basically a spot-up shooter. We've seen him a little bit more mobile so far tonight. That time he got inside the lane.
Gavin Rath, 10-5. Widener's in the corner. His 3 is up and in. Zane Widener. You know, you think of Zane, he's so good off the dribble. He likes to take the ball to the rim. We saw that, but he's got to add in that outside shot this year. That time knocking down the 3, 13-5. And
Jackets 5 for 5 from the field.
3 threes already with 4:40 to go in the opening quarter. On the dribble, into the corner. 3-pointer, up, won't go. Offside rebound. Allen with it. Double team. He'll dribble out of trouble. Back to Rath. He's got the bright shoes on if you're watching on the live stream, and he's going to draw a foul from Zane Widener.
Yeah, Rath moving around a little bit this year. We pretty much just saw him as a spot-up shooter behind the three-point line, and he is a very good shooter. Tonight looks like he's change his game some, looking to penetrate. He is a senior.
Dalton Palmer, the dribble behind the three-point line. Shot off the back of the rim, high and drops through. 13-7, excuse me. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt, but Holland and Widener to get it across. Zane on the dribble, keeps it alive, into the lane, kick out Scroggins, catch, shoot, three. This one won't go. High off the back rim, high for the rebound is Widener. He's going to lean in, take it to the basket, draw the foul. Zane Widener to the free throw line.
Yeah, Widener uses athleticism there. The hustle, too, determination to get that rebound. So the ball was away from him. He covered some ground, got the rebound, then went straight back to the basket. And Jackets are right now a little more physical than Robinson.
Zane gets the free throw.
That was the first Yellow Jacket miss of the night, but you knock these two free throws in, you still get the 2 points.
Does it count? If you're fouled on the attempt, does it count as a miss?
No.
Does the foul?
If you miss the shot, no.
Okay.
Doesn't count as a, statistically anyway.
15-7 is the Yellow Jacket lead. They've led all the way in this one. Long three-point attempt by Rath won't go. Off the back of the rim.
Ow. Great rebounding position by Burgess. Didn't get the call over the back. So the officials are going to let him go tonight. But the Jackets may be a little bit more physical. It could play into our hands.
Dylan Jones on the dribble. Defender with him. Zips it into Holland. Pump fakes, gets his defenders in the air, and he's able to put the easy two off the glass.
Great pass by
Carter
Jones.
Holland.
He led him right to the basket. Couldn't have been any better. Jackets with a 10-point lead.
Into the lane. Shot up won't go. Back of the rim. Rebound. Foul called on Robinson on the rebound. Yellow Jacket basketball.
You're the Jackets. You want to keep pushing here because you know Robinson sometime that's going to make a run. Jackets by 10. And now some backcourt pressure.
Man press. Holland with it behind the back. Over to Jones to Burgess. Wants to drive the baseline. His pass to Widener. Back to Dawson. Off the glass. Good, but there's as Zane Widener drove the baseline as he made the pass. He's in the air, and he's going to go over defender. Whistled for the offensive foul. And he's got two. Yellow Jackets only 2 team fouls here in the first quarter, but Zane Widener with both of them.
Yeah, first a little touch foul. That was probably a foul there, but the call came from behind him. An official about 3 feet away didn't make the call. It's one of those that you hate because it came behind the backboard. If you had the college rule with the semicircle, they can't do that.
And Rath gets the three-pointer. It's his first, 3 of the night. So 17-10, the Yellow Jacket lead. Widener to the bench, Sam Standridge in for the first time tonight. Sam, I think he was the player of the game, maybe in that ball game at Valonian tournament play on Saturday. Carter Holland. Shot won't go. Dawson Burgess, so the rebound quickly to Scroggins inside. 2 defenders fouled on the attempt. Gus Scroggins to the free throw line.
That's a little added part of Gus's game this year. Last year, kind of a spot-up three-point shooter and a really good one. I don't think he already missed a shot from January on of last year. But now you're seeing him starting to assert himself, rebounding the basketball, and there he is in the low post, using his size, catching the ball, drawing a foul.
As you said the size. He's got the size to play that, so it'd be tough to handle. He goes inside as well as outside. And a miss on the free throw. Gus gets it back. The long three just short off the front of the rim. And Robinson's going to come away with it. Yellow Jackets with a 7-point lead. If Robinson could get a field goal here, they could get a little bit closer than they've been in a while. We're at 1:48 in the first quarter. Shot up won't go. Dylan Jones with it. Defense in front of him. He get it across midcourt. Back to Holland. And kind of wanted to fake a three on the drive. He's whistled for the travel.
Not really any numbers that time. Robinson got back. Jackets kept trying to push it a little bit there. Standridge in the game. Yeah, had a good game Saturday down at Bologna in the V-Town Showdown. Jackets down a 1-3-1. Out of the man-to-man. Got to know where Rath is, though. I mean, you're playing this zone.
Brandon Johnson into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets as Gus Scroggins going to get a breather. And the Senators knock down a 3, 17-13 as they whittle away at this Yellow Jacket lead.
Need a good set right here. You don't want to give this lead back. Jackets led by as many as 10.
Burgess shot blocked, but he gets it back. Johnson has it, and he's whistled for the travel. So back to Robinson. They're on a little bit of a run here with 1:05 to go in the opening quarter.
Brendan Johnson back, had a little injury, lower leg injury down at Bologna. Set out some of the action there. Now back in for the Yellow Jackets. A really good young player, Brendan Johnson.
Standridge defending on Rath. Holland on Allen. On the drive. Gets in the air, draws a foul. And let's see. One official. It will be 2 free throws with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Clinton 17, Robinson 13. Burgess, Holland, Standridge, Johnson, and Jones for the Yellow Jackets. Clinton with
Robinson scored 7 straight. It was 17-7. Tristan Jenke chips back in. He's listed at 6'8". He's a sophomore.
Dalton Palmer gets the first free throw and the second. The Yellow Jacket lead is down to 2, 17-15. They've led the entirety of the quarter. Down to 35 seconds. Ball knocked out of bounds. They'll say it went off the hands of Dylan Jones as he was defended just short of midcourt. Robinson's going to have a chance to tie or take the lead. So you might say they kind of weathered the storm, this fast start by the Yellow Jackets.
Jackets back into man-to-man out of the 1-3-1.
And the game clock and the shot clock are within a second of each other. So Robson looks like they're going to take their time, run their offense, wind it down for a final shot. Here we are, 7 seconds. And going to carry the basketball is Rass. So not going to get a chance for a final shot. Belongs to the Yellow Jackets with 5 seconds. Clinton with a 2-point lead and the ball. Holland to inbound, up ahead to Standridge, knocked out of bounds. But it's across midcourt in front of the Robinson bench. 4 seconds.
You'd love to get a basket here. Jackets have given up a 10-point lead. It's down to 2, but if you could get one here, a little momentum going into the second quarter.
Yankee's going to keep a body on Holland. Wherever he is, looks like on the floor. They're going to keep away. But they fall. Carter gets loose.
Whoa.
And okay. Something went wrong
shot
there.
Shot clock's got to be off. The
right.
Shot clock went off. It didn't need to be on to start with.
4.7. And as soon as Clinton inbounds the ball, the horn sounded. So everybody kind of stopped with Clinton in the ball, and Carter Holland got free as the defenders fell down. I think there would have been time to get it into his hands and a clean shot.
This is real simple to fix. You just put 4.7 seconds on the clock, and you do it again. That was the shot clock that went off. It should not even have been turned on to start with. The Jackets got the ball with 5 seconds on the initial pass.
As the officials will come back to the scorers table. That's a tough job, and when you make a mistake, everybody in the gym notices it.
They're going to put 3.2. As soon as that first horn went off, everybody stopped. You're really penalizing Clinton here if you don't put 4.7s back up on the clock.
And Sam Standridge ready to inbound the ball.
And now 4.7 on the clock. Here we go.
Mike Holly. It is 4.7. Standridge to inbound. Looks us high to Holland. He's one-on-one inside with Yankee.
Great
Makes
shot.
the move, gets around him off the glass. Good. Carter Holland, I think does that give him 9 points in the opening quarter? Carter Holland for 9, the Yellow Jackets for 19. They lead the Senators 19-15 after 1. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in parts by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters. By Dr. Jamie Beavers Dental. By Van Buren County Veterinary. By Latitude Bistro. Boston Mountain Rural Health. By Joe Dobbs at State Farm. By Western Sizzlin. By Miller Sanitation. Artelco. And by Troy Grushalski with Edward Jones. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's Yellow Jacket coverage. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Yellow Jackets lead 19-15 as we head into the second quarter. If you said that before the game, you said you'd take it, but the Jackets did lead at 1.17-7. But a great pass by Standridge into Carter to end the half or in the quarter, and a great move by Carter Holland to score. And the Jackets do have a 4-point lead, 19-15. The Jackets were led in scoring by Holland. He had 9 in the first quarter.
And it's going to be a foul, I think, inside on.
I want to mention Zane Widener out of the game right now with 2 fouls. Gus Scroggins checks back in for Jones, and the Yellow Jackets going with a big lineup out there now.
Foul on the Yellow Jackets. Drive into the lane. Going to try to force it up over Holland. Carter gets a hand up on the ball, and that's going to tie it up. Alternate possession to the Yellow Jackets.
Good play by Carter. Good call by the official. Both players had their hand on the basketball, and the Jackets will have it and with a 4-point lead.
Burgess at the top of the key. Over to Holland. He'll catch. Long 3. Up. Won't go. High off the back of the rim. Rebound for the Senators. Dalton Palmer. 2-pointer, up and in. 19-17, 7:10 to go in the second quarter.
Braylon Jackson, his first 2 points of the night for the Senators.
Hauled across midcourt. This time he's got a little height advantage. But the pass inside to Burgess. Gets around Yonke. He'll put it up. Won't go. Challenged. And Robinson going to come away with a defensive rebound. They'll have a chance to tie or take the lead. Into the corner. The 3-point shot. Won't go. Rebound. Standridge with it. Up ahead. Gus Scroggins. He's got a defender. He'll toss it back. Still behind the 3-point line. Holland dribble. Spin. Kick out. Scroggins. Defender. Back to Carter. Lost the handle. Gets it back. 2 defenders. In the corner. Cross-court pass. Johnson. The 3 up and good. The sophomore. Brennan Johnson. 22-17.
Well, Brendan, made that look easy. Nice, pure form. Knocked it down. The Jackets needed that one.
Senators swing it under the basket. Out on the right side. 3-pointer won't go, though. Dawson Burgess with a rebound. Over to Holland. Senators drop back. Wait on the Yellow Jackets to get across midcourt. Scroggins catch and shoot 3. And just like that, back-to-back threes. Clinton goes up 25-17.
5 threes in the game now for Clinton. You remember the Yellow Jackets opened the game by making 5 straight shots. And they got that 8-point lead, led by 10 at one time. And the Jackets have scored 6 in a row.
And Robinson gets the 2, 25-19.
Caleb Burns, he has 5, got the roll on that one.
Sam Standridge, younger brother of Lacey, the son of Lacey. Standridge, younger brother of Sydney Standridge. 2-pointer up and in for the Yellow Jackets.
11 now by Holland in double figures.
Yankee on the drive in the lane, 2 points, misses, gets his own rebound, kicks it out behind the three-point line. Too long off the glass. Rebound Scroggins. Back to Holland, a little bit of pressure. He's got a height advantage. He's going to take it all the way off the glass. Good, but going to be whistled for the offensive foul. Official's going to say that the Senator took a charge there in the lane.
Boy, Yankee fell asleep. He didn't see Carter coming down the lane. He was going over to the right corner to guard somebody. Carter went right down the lane. Other defender slid over. Did he get there in time? Not sure. I did know it occurred under the basket. Once again, if you have that half circle down there, you can sure clean these plays up.
Clinton man-to-man defense. Robinson with it, left to right, just outside the lane. High off the glass, good. Two-pointer, 27-21.
Micah Moore, a sophomore, his first basket of the night.
Holland on the dribble. Right, left, got those long, rangy arms. He gets in the lane. Oh, he's going to be whistled for a travel.
Official missed that call. Ball was touched by the defender. The offensive player is allowed to re-catch the ball and come back down. And the official missed that one. You can't throw it up in the air and come down with it, but if the ball is touched by the defender, and another official could have come in there and overridden that one, but
Coach
chose not to.
Visiting with the official. Well, they could reset there. Maybe.
And an offensive foul here. And I don't want to get into officiating, but that official under the basket called that. He's supposed to be looking in the lane only. The official out here by the play didn't even blow his whistle.
And Carter Holland inbounding the ball. I think the official's going to say he didn't hold his spot there on the inbound play. Move down the baseline on the pass. They'll turn it over, give it to Robinson. Bounce pass outside the lane, inside shot up, bounces around, won't go. Dawson Burgess with the rebound.
Well, the Jackets survive a couple of missed calls and see if they can take advantage of it.
Burgess whips it to Standridge. He's defended by Rath. Back to Dawson. He's got some space in the corner. He whistled for a travel. Maybe getting set for that three-point. Dawson doesn't look to dispute it, but seems like we've had a number of travel calls tonight. 3:50 clock running, second quarter. Clinton 27, Pulaski Robinson 21. Looks like Clinton's gonna get in the lane a little bit defensively when their player doesn't have the ball. Rath up high, and they're going to say he was fouled on the shot attempt.
So we didn't see much of Rath this quarter. He comes in here and draws a foul on the inside and heads to the line. He's got 5 points on the night. Robinson 2 for 2 at the line tonight.
I want to say, trying to remember from last year and watching a little bit tonight, he can be kind of streaky. He can be kind of temperamental. He could knock down some points, but he also could get temperamental, get hyped up in the flow of the game, depending on what happens with the defenders around him. So I don't know. We'll see if that comes to play as the night goes on. 27-23. Holland catches on the baseline. Wow. The pass from Burgess. They'll say he traveled.
I don't know. We're a long ways away. It looked like he just had a jump stop there, but the official whistled him for a travel. Defender was trying to come up and take a charge, so he came to that jump stop there to go around him. 27-19. Robinson scored 4 in a row.
3 minutes remaining. Second quarter. Rath with it. Keeps his dribble. Left hand. Gets in the lane. And tries to force it up. But Holland, official's not going to bail him out. No foul called. Clinton with it going the other way. But the pass is picked off. Now Robinson on the drive. Holland back to defend. Off the glass. Good. 27-25. The Yellow Jacket lead. Pressure in the backcourt. Carter's got it. He can get it across. Man-to-man with his defender. He's going to keep it, going to drive, take on a second defender. Blocking foul called. That'll send Carter Holland to the free throw line. Pulaski Robinson doesn't like it. I think they wanted an offensive foul whistled on Carter Holland.
Robinson crowd didn't like that call. Carter to the line for his first two free throws.
Did he make the basket?
I didn't see the basket go in.
I didn't.
Well, it's going to be one free throw. But we still have 27 on the board.
I don't know. I didn't think they did. Now it's 29. I guess he did make the basket. One free throw. Holland up and in. I don't think Carter's not come out of the ball game tonight.
14 for Carter. The Jackets clinging to a 5-point lead. You'd like to maybe get a run here in the final 2 minutes, maybe to stretch this one out.
Three-pointer shot by Rath. He knocks it down. I think he wanted to draw. Was that almost like a little bit of a leg kick out? Did he want to draw a foul as he kind of fell away from the shot? I don't know. You kind of see that sometimes in the upper levels, but 30-28. Gus Scroggins with it. Standridge, head fake. He's going to drive. And
wow,
on his move to the basket.
They called a jump ball. Standridge went all the way to the basket. Looked like he was fouled. The ball never left his hands, and they called a jump ball.
And if that's the call, now
I'm like Judson, I'm in disbelief here.
We'll see. That's the official from the baseline. That was the signal he gave. That would be alternate possession.
Everybody in the gym, when they heard the whistle, thought that was a hand check foul as Sam was going to the basket. The official comes out and calls it a jump ball.
It was odd because it was on the move, on the dribble to the basket. The shot hadn't gone up yet, so you didn't see anybody stop and slow like hands on the ball. You didn't see a shot go up in the air like a block where there's both hands on the ball. You just saw Standridge driving to the basket, and all of a sudden play stops. Official confers at the scores table.
Wow.
And maybe they had the alternate possession wrong. I'm not, because it was pointed towards Clinton. Now it's pointed towards Robinson. They inbound the ball, and it goes back to Clinton. So
I'm not so much worried about the arrow as the initial call.
Minute 35 seconds. And we got a 2-point ball game. Robinson has never led. I think they've got it within 2 earlier. Maybe that was in the first quarter. Shot up won't go. Johnson, the sophomore, with a good rebound. He's going to keep it away. Pass ahead. Burgess to Standridge. He'll drive again. Take on Yonke and score off the glass. The foul called. A chance at a 3-point play. So Sam comes right back at him. He's going to have a chance for 3.
Was a big play by Sam over Yonke, the 6'8 sophomore. 2 sophomores going at it right there. The Jackets extend the lead back to 4 and have a free throw here.
Going to miss the free throw. Rebound Robinson. I think Britton Johnson goes up. Going to try to get the rebound over a defender, and he's going to be whistled for a foul. The team's 4th, so the next foul for the Yellow Jackets will send Robinson to the free throw line. But we're down to a minute 18 seconds in the second quarter.
Jackets 3 of 6 at the line. You can win games on the road. You got to knock down the free throws.
And it looks like Clinton's going to get in a 1. Are they going to be in a 1? Well, are they in the 1-3-1?
1-3-1 zone.
Holland at the top. Burgess in the middle. Johnson, Scroggins on the wing. Standards down low. Pass inside. It's in the lane. Defenders there. Kick it out. 3-point shot. Good! 32-31. 50 seconds in the second quarter. Standridge across midcourt. Man-to-man by the Senators. Back to Holland. Wants to drive on Yannicke. Right, left, spin in the lane. Shot blocked. They get it back. Scroggins shot blocked, but a foul called. Gus Scroggins to the free throw line.
Close to goaltending, too. He spun the move, went into the lane. That ball had to be inches from the rim when it was blocked. Could have been goaltending, not called, but Scroggins will head to the line here with a chance to get a couple at the line.
Yonke listed at 6'8". Scroggins gets the free throw, 33-31. Gus now with 7 points on the night. And he gets the second. So 2 free throws, 2 threes, 34-31.
Wanting a defensive stop here. Defensive stop. Got to get into half with a lead.
2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Kind of the first quarter, we saw Robinson pretty much, they were going to try to use up all of the clock, take a final shot. It's a 3-point game. It looks like that's what they're going to do here.
Rath is out of the ball game.
6 seconds, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Going to drive. Off the glass, good. 34-33, 3 seconds. And it happened again. So with 3 seconds to go, Robinson makes a shot. Clinton inbounds the basketball. The shot clock expires. The horn goes off. There's still between 2 and 3 seconds on the game clock. And kind of Clinton gets it up behind midcourt. They launch one that misses. The official's going to put time back on the clock. Well, if they're going to get 4 seconds, that's more time than I think could be than there was originally. So Clinton's going to have a chance with 4 seconds. We're reset. They lead by 1.
Into the first quarter, the Jackets got a basket from Carter Holland. Let's see what happens here.
Standridge to Holland. He gets it. He's on the move across midcourt. 1 defender, 2 defender, long 3. Just off the front of the rim.
Well, no call here at midcourt. That would have been the 5th foul and 2 free throws. That was a big play. There was contact in front of the scorer's table. But the Jackets will head into the half with a 1-point lead.
And at least maybe the margin, maybe everything I guess we thought it could be. 2 competitive teams tonight. Clinton has led the entirety of the ball game, but Robinson, they've had a couple of runs. They've got within 1 here at the end of the first half. 34-33 as the cheerleaders going to perform out. Live streams on KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, KHPQ Sports Facebook page. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Back on the campus of Joe T. Robinson High School in West Little Rock, a highly competitive first half here. Yellow Jackets lead 34-33 here at the half. Clinton led 19-15 into the first quarter, but they did lead 17-7 at one point. In the second quarter, Robinson had the ball with a chance to take the lead at one point, but the Jackets get into the halftime locker room with a 1-point 34-33 lead. Jackets outscored Robinson 19-15 in the first quarter. Robinson outscored Clinton 18-15 in the second quarter. Scoring for Robinson was Kerryon Allen. He had 5 points. Micah Moore with 2. Braylon Jackson with 2 points. Dalton Palmer had 7. Caleb Burns with 8 points. And the leading scorer, number 1, Gavin Rath. He had 10 points in the first half for Robinson. Robinson had 2, 4, 5, 6 3-pointers in that first half of play. For the Yellow Jackets, they were led in scoring in the first half by Carter Holland. He had 14 points. Zane Widener, who set out the entire second quarter with 2 fouls, he has 7 points. Gus Scroggins with 8 points on the night, including 2 3-point baskets. Brendan Johnson, the sophomore off the bench, with a 3-pointer. And sophomore Sam Standridge with 2 points in the first half of play. The Yellow Jackets with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-point baskets in the first half. Jackets were also 5 of 8 at the free throw line, and they lead by a score of 34-33 here at the half. Basketball coming up on Thursday night back at the arena. I know Angela Bradford, she's listening tonight, and she'll have the Hive up and running Thursday night. This will be 7th grade and junior high action. Come on out to the Hive Thursday night as the Yellow Jackets take on the Bauxite Miners in conference action. And on Friday, the Yellow Jackets will travel to Little Rock Christian. The senior boys will. No broadcast of that one, but that'll be a big conference game on Friday. Just down the road here on Cantrell Road, just back about 4 or 5 miles back toward Little Rock here from Robinson High School. If you made it to Robinson, you can make it to Little Rock Christian. And next Tuesday, our next broadcast will be next Tuesday as the Yellow Jackets travel to Bauxite. We'll have a senior girls action. That'll tip off at 6 o'clock next Tuesday night at Bauxite. And mark your calendar, next Friday night, a week from Friday, home conference game at the arena versus Lone Oak. It'll be the toy toss night. Get you a stuffed animal, bring it to the game, and you can throw it on the floor. Hey, this is your chance. You know, don't take my word for it, but you could throw it at the referee if you want to and get away with it on that night, throwing a stuffed animal. All those will be gathered up by the senior girls, and those will go to Children for Christmas. That's the toy toss game a week from Friday at Yellow Jacket Arena. Mentioned this is the opening night of conference play. Look at some of the other teams and how they've done so far. Little Rock Christian, the defending state champions, they're 4-0 on the year. Little Rock Hall, a good team last year, supposed to be better this year. They're 3-0. Bauxite 3-3. Lone Oak with a new head coach, 2-3 on the season. And Heber Springs right now 1 win and 4 losses. There is one other conference game tonight, and I believe Heber Springs traveling to Lone Oak tonight, and the Panthers and the Jackrabbits playing tonight down at Lone Oak. Well, let's take one final break before we start the second half. Listen to Yellow Jacket basketball on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Now, Clinton is a tight-knit community. They work hard to support one another.
They work hard to take care of small, family-owned business, and that's what we are. We want to bring that family-owned atmosphere with also the opportunity for the consumer to get that great deal that they deserve. So, we feel like we've got the best of both worlds.
Keep driving by every day. The inventory keeps getting better.
It's Ram country, and we're going to keep making it bigger and better. So, yes, ma'am.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket Sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. Our board-certified interventional cardiologists, specialized team, and innovative cardiovascular technology are here to provide the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
And we come back to play the second half. Jackets lead 34-33. Zane Widener back in the ball game. He's got 2 fouls. He set out the second quarter. And the Jackets will have possession to start the second half. And we start the second half like we did the first half. A discussion by the officials.
Along with Widener, you'll have Dylan Jones, Dawson Burgess, Carter Holland, and Gus Scroggins. Carter Holland, the leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets in the first half.
Widener had 7 points in that first quarter, as the Jackets had a 10-point lead at one time in the first quarter.
Inbound the ball to Dylan Jones. Back to Zane. Bounce pass inside to Holland. Back to Zane. Bounce pass to Carter. And a reach-in foul going to be called on Robinson from behind to keep it on the floor. Yellow Jackets to inbound from the baseline.
Good job by Carter in there to get wide and low. The defender could not get around him. He was forced to have to foul him.
Carter's got a little bit of a height advantage on his defender. He'll pull up, shoot behind the free throw line. It won't go, just short. Rebound. Robinson going the other way. They have not led in the ball game tonight. They'll have a chance this time down the floor. Rath for 2 is going to fall off the rim. Rebound, Dawson Burgess. That 1-point lead. Holland's going to float it up with one hand. A miss. Rebound. Down the floor. Yonke to Rath. And count the basket. I think was that Carter. He slapped the backboard. Shot went through.
And Robinson takes the lead for the first time tonight with 7:13 left in the third quarter.
And pass ahead. Zane didn't know that was coming, that pass. It's going to be going the other way now, the turnover.
Yeah, Coach Smith not going to be happy with the turnover total tonight.
In a man-to-man defense, primarily what they played in the first half. We briefly saw 1-3-1 defense, but on the drive, Scroggins defending. Gus whistled for the foul. Dalton Palmer to the free throw line.
Robinson 2 of 4 at the line in that first half. This will be, we'll check that. They only took 2 free throws in the first half. They were 2 for 2. That was Rath.
Palmer's going to miss the first. He'll have a second. 6:44 in the third.
kind of had the feeling the Yellow Jackets have outplayed them, have the better team, but you look up at the board, they're down by 1 right now. Now 2.
As Palmer gets the second one to fall, 36-34, pressure in the backcourt. Holland inbounds to Widener. He'll take it across midcourt. He's going to drive the lane, get it up high, off the glass. Won't go. Rebound, Robinson.
That one did everything but go in the basket.
Burgess and Yonke. Bodied up down low. Rath drives the lane. Fall away from Jones. Gets it to fall. 38-34. Looks like Sam Standridge going to check in the ballgame at the next break in the action.
Biggest lead of the night for Robinson. A critical point for the Jackets here. You don't let them pull away.
Dawson on the drive. Spin inside. Misses. Gets his own rebound. Putback misses. Trying to get it 3. He and Yonke go hard, spinning to the floor. I think Yonke's hurt on this one. Well, so he and Burgess were just kind of wrapped up. Their momentum spun, carried them to the floor. I don't know if there was anything intentional, but they're both up walking. It looked bad from a distance.
Right.
No foul called on either player.
Rathke 6'8". Burgess giving up a few inches to Rathke, but Rathke giving up a lot of strength to Burgess. Burgess with definitely the stronger of the two players there. But Robinson has the lead and the ball, and the Jackets need a defensive stop.
Trailing by 4, 5:55 in the third quarter. That's what Clinton has yet to score here in the second half of play. Rath behind the three-point line. Basket good. And like I said, he can be kind of streaky. He can get hot, can play temperamental. And he's off to a good start here in the second half. Dawson Burgess, look at that spin off the glass. He's fouled. The official says count the basket and a chance at a three-point play.
Big basket there as Robinson came out, started the second half, scoring 8 straight, 7 by Rath.
And the free throw, the traditional three-point play, Clinton trailing 41-37.
And those are the first points of the game for Burgess. Couldn't come at a better time, and the Yellow Jackets back within 4.
And Clinton jumps in a 1-3-1 zone defense. Try to mix things up after Robinson's off to this good offensive start here in the third quarter. Three-point attempt from the behind, shot up, won't go. Blocked from behind, but a foul called.
This may be Widener. And it is. Widener will be heading back to the bench now with 3 fouls.
As Brennan Johnson up, looks to check in the ball game. As the first free throw is up and in by Michael Mocha.
His first points of the night. Now Scroggins coming out. Widener staying in.
So you've got Widener, Johnson, Burgess, Standridge, and Holland. Second free throw misses.
Well, Jackets got a break there.
Long rebound, almost recovered by the Senators. And now there's going to be a foul on Mocha. Clinton will inbound between the scores table and the bench, just below our broadcast position, seated on the home side, up in the stands. Widener on the drive in the lane, up and over a defender off the glass, good, 42-39.
Zane's got 9, and the Jackets back to within 3. Jackets in that 1-3-1 zone, maybe trying to protect a little bit of foul trouble.
Robinson works at the left side. Long three-pointer. Good. Three-point field goal. Up and in by Micah Moore. 6-point lead for Robinson. Holland's going to drive off the glass. Miss, but for the follow is Johnson, the sophomore. 45-41.
2-on-1 break. Johnson there for the putback. He's got 5.
Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. There's a kicked ball by the defense. So that'll stop play. Give the ball back to Robinson. And Yonke's going to return to the ball game. Tristan Yonke, he's the player that went down hard with Dawson Burgess a couple moments ago. Listed at 6'8" on the roster. I think his hair makes him look even taller. That's going to go up at least another 4 inches. He's going to be 7-footer by the time you get to the top. Rath for three. Won't go. Dawson Burgess for the rebound. Up ahead to Widener. On the move. Middle of the floor. Whips it over to Standridge. Left side. Defense in front of him. He backs up. And Zane wanted to drive the baseline and kind of lost the basketball just for a moment as he started his feet. And he's whistled for the travel. 3:28 to go, third quarter. Clinton trailing by 4. Long three-point attempt by Micamore. This time, short, won't go. Clinton comes away with it. Standards across midcourt. Left hand between the legs. Going to drive inside, try to draw the foul. He's whistled for a travel.
If you're the official, there's body contact there. You either let it go or you have to call a foul.
So 2:59 remaining third quarter. Robinson 45, Clinton 41.
You can't, but there's body contact that causes the turnover. It has to be a foul.
Rath on the drive. Misses. Ball gets loose. Somebody's going to get a foul. I think it's on Robinson. And Judson Smith, I was trying to figure out what Judson he yelled there 2 or 3 times. I'm not sure if it at his defense or at the official. He's trying now.
As the ball handler was hopping around, I think he was wanting walking called there.
Inbound the ball. Widener head to Johnson. He's behind the defense, and he dunks the basketball. They didn't know where he was. Brennan Johnson for 2, 45-43.
Well, they caught Robinson asleep on the backside, and Johnson made him pay. Maybe that'll get the Yellow Jackets going.
Only a 10th grader. I see Mom across the way, Deanna Cooper. She'll need some video of that one. Inside to Yonke. Shot blocked by Holland, but back into his hands, and he gets the putback and draws the foul. That may be against Zane Widener. He's going to have a chance for 3. Zane may have just picked up his 4th as he's going to walk to the Yellow Jacket bench, and Dylan Jones going to come to the ball game.
And Yonke's first basket of the night. So we played almost 3 quarters.
We're just in
but
the right.
The foul is bigger than the basket there, as Widener's going to have to leave the ball game and probably halfway into the fourth quarter before we see him again.
And Yonke gets the free throw, 48-43. Against the press, Burgess ahead to Standridge. Now Dawson gets it back. He's defended by Yonke, man on man. Jones right, left, drives the basket. Blocking foul. Count the basket. Dylan Jones going to take it hard to the basket. He got a step on the defender. Second defender wanted to take a charge, but he's whistled for a foul, and Dylan's got a chance at a three-point play.
Dylan's first basket of the night, and it was a huge one there as it cuts the lead back to 3, and he goes to the line with a chance to cut it to 1.
You know, he didn't hesitate as he misses the free throw, rebound to Robinson. Once he saw he had a step on his defender and he had a line to the basket to that second one, he didn't hesitate. He went hard to the basket. Trailing by a basket, 48-45, and Robinson's going to travel and the turnover.
Yeah, they got a running start on that one. Jackets need quality possessions here. Get a high percentage shot. Down by 3 on the road.
Standards across midcourt. A minute 30 remaining in the third quarter. Dawson drives the lane. Left, right, spins and scores. Dawson Burgess.
5 for Dawson, all here in the third quarter, and the Jackets back within 1.
That's a couple of plays in this quarter where going to the basket, being able to spin like that at that speed, that's tough for a defender to cover. I kind of want to almost call that a basketball move because I think of Dawson as a football player. I don't know, basketball may have been his first love. He and his brother, they turned into quite good football players. But Dawson is quickly in basketball shape here, coming off the football field here in this conference opener. And Robinson's going to turn it over. Back to Clinton. They'll have a chance to take the lead. This time the floor, regain the lead, we should say. They never trailed in the first half. Robinson has led for most of the third quarter. Now it's a one-point ball game. Standridge with it. Shot up, won't go. Rebound Robinson, 55 seconds.
Robinson led by as many as 4 here in the quarter.
Clinton's going to knock it out of bounds. 45 seconds. .24 seconds on the shot clock. So Clinton should have another possession here in the third quarter. See what the margin's going to be by the time they get it back. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rath out near the midcourt circle. Draws the double
give
team.
it up.
Pass to Moore. Three-point attempt. Won't go. That's the 3-point. That's the shot clock. Clinton got the rebound. We're going the other way. 15 seconds.
They take the last shot of the half here. Don't give Robinson another crack at it.
Dylan Jones on the dribble. 8 seconds. Standridge. Burgess. 3. Up. Good! Dawson Burgess. Clinton has regained the lead as the third quarter comes to an end. Yellow Jackets 50. Robinson 48. A big final fourth quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pregame Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Well, the Jackets began the third quarter with a 1-point lead. They end the third quarter with a 2-point lead. But in between, they trailed most of the quarter by as many as 4 at one point. But that 3-point basket by Burgess sends the Jackets into the final stanza up by 2. The Jackets had 16 points in that third quarter, 12 of them from Dawson Burgess and Brendan Johnson.
And Robinson, again, dressed in white, Clinton in black. If you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, the KHPQ Facebook page, Rath for 3, and Robinson regains the lead.
That's the fear of playing the zone. You have to know where Rath's at, and the Yellow Jackets lost him. He was over in the corner all by himself.
Johnson for 3 from the right side, short, out of bounds. It belongs to the Senators. 7:25 in the quarter. Robinson on the drive, too hard off the glass, out of bounds. Belongs to the Yellow Jackets. And a little bit slow to get up. Kind of fell to the floor hard off the missed shot. Caleb Burns. He's up. That may go, let's see, well, not going to check out. Clinton gets the ball up the floor. Defender's back, though. Standridge with it. He's going to drive the lane. Couple defenders. And they're able to block that one. Kind of peeled it off a little bit. Rass on the move. Kicks it into the corner. Burns for the 3. This one won't go. Rebound inside. Shot. 2-pointer won't go. Another rebound for Robinson. Now behind the 3-point line. Misses. Rebound tipped out. Dawson Burgess. Finally, the Yellow Jackets able to come away with it, trailing by 1. Up ahead to Holland. They kept Carter relatively quiet in the third quarter. His first shot of the fourth is up and in. They'll keep him away from the basket. They'll force him to kind of jump away.
First basket of the second half for Holland. He's got 16.
And they've regained the lead by 1. Carter's at the top of that 1-3-1 zone defense. Rath deep 3 on the left side. This one misses. Johnson with a rebound. Quickly, Holland, Standridge across midcourt. Defense in front of him. Back to Carter. Fake the 3. Drive into Rath. Offensive foul called on Carter Holland as Rath takes the charge.
That's probably one where Carter probably need to pull up at the elbow and got a wide open 15-footer. Tried to go a little deeper.
Uh-oh. Carter's holding his left wrist. And we're going to take a timeout. And Carter's hurt. Let's see if it's...
The better the Yellow Jacket offense can play, the longer the Jackets can go with Widener on the bench. He's got 4 fouls. Jackets lead by 1. Carter's first basket there of the second half. He's at 16 in the game. Widener, he's got 9, only 2 of those in the second half. Gus had 8, all of those in the first half. Jones, Burgess, and Johnson have carried the load here in the second half. They got 4, 7, 9, 12, 14 of the Yellow Jackets' second half points that come from Dylan Jones, Dawson Burgess, and Brendan Johnson. But it's going to take some defense this final 6-12 coming down the stretch. And Jackets desperately needing a win here. Opening night of conference play on the road at Pulaski Robinson. Just tuned in. The girls won big tonight going away. They won by a score of 64-28. That game turned into the mercy rule in the fourth quarter. Jackets were led by Kaylin Lashley tonight. The sophomore had 14 points. And we're ready to go again. And Gus Scroggins back in the game for the Yellow Jackets.
And Carter's back out on the floor, so hopefully he's shook off whatever that was, and it's going to be okay. Rath on the drive, kind of hangs in the air, waits to get clear of the defense, but his shot won't go. Rebound to Clinton.
High percentage, high quality possessions in the final 6 minutes.
The lead and the ball. Holland on the dribble, right, left, into the lane, and they're going to whistling for Carey as he goes to that right-left spin. Got those long arms, maybe a bit of a high dribble on that. And the carry and the turnover. I see his dad up on the top of the bleachers on the home side. Looks like he's got the iPad on the video. Get a replay if we need that. 3-point basket by the Senators from the corner. Dalton Palmer back in front, 54-52. Jones going to take it all the way to the basket. Gets by 1, takes on a second defender, and that defender's whistled for a blocking foul. So Dylan Jones not always looking to offense, but earlier and now this one on the drive is going to earn him a trip to the free throw line and a chance to tie the ball game. You know, Dylan's got some speed. We saw him on the football field before he came over basketball full time, and maybe a baseball player as well, but
Jackets 6 for 10 at the free throw line, now 6 for 11.
And he's going to go 1 for 2 at the line, 54-53. Jones, Burgess, Holland, Scroggins now in the ball game, and Sam Standridge.
And Yonke back in for Robinson. Definite height advantage for the Senators. He only has 3 points on the night, though.
3 points and a 4th foul on Zane Widener. I don't know, that's what you said earlier, wasn't it? That maybe that foul was bigger than the points. Rath for 3, up and in. How many has Gavin Rath got now on the night?
5 threes. Failure to get the rebounds.
A steal going the other way. Standridge back to defend. Sam's whistled for a foul. Count the basket and a free throw to come. 59-53. 4:55 to go. And Coach Judson Smith tells Zane Widener to get up. Got to put you back in the game now.
Bad 10-second spell there. Jackets' lack of being able to get that rebound allowed Rath to get a wide open 3, and then the Jackets turn it over at midcourt. And Biggest lead of the game now at 6 for Robinson with 4:55 left. Now make it 7.
The free throw's good, so 6 points in about 6 seconds or less. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets still out of time, just under 5 minutes. Dawson Burgess behind the three-point line. Misses. Rebound loose. Gus comes up with it. Back to Carter Holland. He's going to drive, take it. 2 defenders off the glass. Good.
Got to have some defense on the other end. And it's tougher to rebound out of a zone.
Long three by Rath. Same spot, same result. 63-55. When you got that 1-3-1, if you're deep enough at those angles, I guess that's hard to cover. You get it to him. He's got a lot of space.
And you have to know where he's at and shade to him.
Zane's going to drive, draw a foul. Widener to the free throw line.
You have to know what a great shooter is.
What do you do to try to stop that, you're saying? Yep.
First, you got to communicate, though. You got to know what the great shooters are. When they start moving around, you got to say, he's going here, he's going here. You got to pass it on. You know, sometimes you have to break out of your normal defensive area when there's a great shooter. Same as on man defense. If you're guarding a great shooter, you usually can't drop off and help like you normally would on regular man defense. But he's an exceptional shooter. And Widener keep us in the game with 2 free throws.
63-57, 4:09 to go. Kent's going to drop back to midcourt, and looks like they're going to get out of the 1-3-1 and go man defense. Rass in the ball game. He's going to be defended by Standridge. And a drive. Maybe the smaller player on the floor. That's Caleb
There was
Burns.
the case there where Sam did a good job. He stayed with the shooter. He couldn't go help, and sometimes that's what happens. Wasn't able to drop off and help, and he ended up to score.
And Burgess is going to be fouled by Rath in the corner. Trailing 65-57, 3:45 to go. Each team with 2 fouls. Remember, it's the 5th team foul, which gives the opponent 2 free throws for the remainder of the quarter. Standridge misses, tipped. Burgess gets it. They try to take it away. It's loose. Scramble for it. Going the other way. Robinson. And that lights up the crowd. A dunk going the other way. Into the corner. Brennan Johnson for 3. Misses. Holland with the offside rebound. He's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line as players go to the floor. Carter Holland's going to go to the free throw line. Suddenly, it's a 10-point lead by Robinson with 3:32 to go.
Yeah, critical point here. Jackets at the breaking point. Got to get free throws. Got to get stops.
So mop up the floor a little bit. Officials, if you're watching on the live stream.
Hollins hit his only free throw of the night. That came in the first half. He's got 18 points.
Gonna miss the first. He'll have a second. And he gets it to fall, 67-58. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the ball game. Clayton in a man, Standridge on Rath. Wants to drive, loses the ball, gets it back into the corner. 3-pointer up, and some timely shooting by the Senators. Dalton Palmer, 70-58.
And knocking down the threes now. That's 3 for Palmer.
And Clinton's pass picked off. Johnson tries to get it back. Burns and the Senators recover. 2:45, now trailing by 12. And a game that was in a basket or two at most. Fourth quarter, suddenly a 12-point game. And Robinson can afford to try to play a little keep away with 15 seconds on the shot clock. St. Widener going to steal the pass away, up the floor. Draws a foul from Burns. Non-shooting. Only the third team foul for Robinson here in the fourth quarter. 2:22 to go. Inbound the ball to Zane. Three-pointer, up, won't go, off the rim. And Carter's going to go to the floors. Like he was trying to jockey, get ready for the rebound. Robinson comes away with it. Senators. Carter Holland's going to foul. Burgess going to foul a second time, just in case the referee didn't see that one. And maybe the Clinton players getting a little physical. Probably a little frustration, a little stop in the clock.
And Robinson scored 22 points already here in the fourth quarter. Jackets been outscored 22-8 here in the fourth.
Into the corner, three-pointer up. Won't go, but Robinson will rebound, resets the shot clock. Clinton's in the 1-3-1. They'll double team when they get the ball, but Robinson just playing keep away. Rath with a three. 73-58.
He's had 5 in the second half, 2 in the first half.
Two-pointer by Johnson on the drive. Coach Judson Smith with a timeout. 73-60, a minute 26. Let's take a break. We're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, now in Clinton. Clay, you cut your teeth at a Chrysler dealership.
Cut my teeth at Landers, Chrysler, and Benton, the largest Chrysler store in the world. And so, to have Chrysler, Ram, Jeep in a small town and to have my name on the building, it's such an honor, it's such a blessing. And so, it's a brand that means a lot to us. It's a community that means a lot to us. We're giving it everything we got. Committed to customer service being a great one, not just a good one, but a great one. So winning back the community and getting our customer service the way that they should be.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Well, the Jackets pretty much led for 3 quarters, but it's been all Robinson here in the fourth quarter as they've outscored the Yellow Jackets 25-10 here in the fourth quarter. Jackets trail 73-60 with only 1:26 left in this one.
Full court press, maybe the first time tonight by this Yellow Jacket defense. Inbound the ball to the Rath Standards. They'll try to trap, get a 10-second call if they can. There's a steal. Oh, but it's out of bounds. Then Johnson had the ball go off of him by Rath. What does that do to the shot? Well, it's a 10-second clock. What does that do to the shot clock?
Coach, we can hear Coach Smith from here. There can't be a 34 on the shot clock. It started at 35. And they had the ball in bounds for a little bit.
So shot clock should be however long it took before that ball went out of bounds. They'll get a fresh 10 once they inbound the ball to get it across midcourt. Which is what I guess Clinton's going to try to do. You either get a steal or a trap.
There's been several problems at the table tonight. Some problems with the officials, but that has definitely not changed the outcome of this one. You got to give it to Robinson. They've came alive here in the fourth quarter.
In the backcourt. And foul on Brennan Johnson. Rath kind of split them, got in the air, and drew the body contact to Brennan Johnson. But only the third team foul on Clinton, is that right, in the fourth quarter, so still not going to go to the free throw line for 2. And we'll see. May not play tonight. what the effect of, again, no longer having the 1-and-1 opportunity on fouls. It's 2 free throws once you get there, how that changes maybe the final minutes of a ball game with the team trailing. Robinson, they will get it across midcourt. Zane Widener will reach in, commit the foul, and that should be his 5th personal foul, and disqualify him from the remainder of the contest at the 109 mark of the 4th quarter.
Widener lead the game with 11 points on the night. 7 of those in the first quarter.
Picked up 2 fouls earlier. I think the first 2 fouls of the night's against the Yellow Jackets, both getting Zane. She said he then sat out much of the first half. Picked up fouls, I think, in the 3rd quarter. Sat out some of the 3rd quarter. 3 minutes of the 4th quarter before he came back. So, free throw line. First one up and in by Micah Moore, 74-60. And the second with 1:09 to go. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt. That'll force the Yellow Jackets to get the ball across. They will hustle. Dawson Burgess with it in his hands off a screen by Holland. Needs a defender, needs help. Gets it inside to Standridge. Lets the defender go by. Shot, misses, gets his own rebound. He's fouled on the putback as he's getting the ball back in the air. 57 seconds, stopping the clock. Sam to the free throw line. Yeah, Standridge gets the first. He'll have a second.
Sam 1 for 2 at the line tonight. He's got 3 points.
And the second, 75-62. Quickly, they get it in, but Carter Holland steals it. He'll get up a 3. It's good, and a timeout by Coach Judson Smith. So Carter Holland stole the ball and kind of he didn't even take time to get good form on that one. He kind of got it up in the air as soon as he could. Kind of looked like he was almost falling backwards, but count the basket.
Yeah, 3-point will put him over the 20-point mark. He's got 22 on the night for Carter Holland. That's his second 3-pointer of the night. The Yellow Jackets have 3, 4, 5, 6 threes on the night. Rath for Robinson has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by himself. And 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They have 14 total 3-pointers tonight. Pulaski Robinson, 14 threes. Yellow Jackets with 7.
What do you think, Mike Colley? Now, there may be a difference on if it's 10 points, 6 points, 3 points in a final minute. How is the effect of not having a one-on-one and an automatic 2 free throws after 5? How's that going to affect trying to stop the clock in a final minute or 2?
And I think defensively you have to still do what you do, try to get a quick steal, and then you have to foul. I don't think that changes it. I think it actually helps the offense, though, because that shooter goes to the line without any pressure, really. You got 2 shots. If you hit them, you got 2 shots basically to make at least one of them. No longer have that pressure of the 1-on-1. I've got to make the first one.
Okay, so the Senators with 51 seconds remaining. They got a 10-point lead. Standridge, Johnson, Holland, Scroggins, and Burgess. They can run the baseline. They do. The bounce pass it into Rath. They dribble up. Get it across midcourt. Dribble away from the defenders. 45 seconds. And Brennan Johnson going to slide in. Commit the foul just to stop the clock. 2 free throws upcoming for Dalton Palmer. Took 9 seconds off the clock.
Palmer's got 15 on the night for Robinson. Make it 16.
Misses the second. Rebound Johnson. And Clinton's going to toss it away out of bounds. Trying to get the ball up the floor. Final 40 seconds coming up.
It's been that kind of night. That's the second time tonight where we've made passes that the receivers were not looking that way.
Didn't know it was coming. Did it kind of shot clock at 30, game clock at 34. Ball gets loose, but it's a defensive foul on the Yellow Jackets. 2 free throws for the Senators. Well, this one's going to leave a little bit of a bad taste in the mouth, the Yellow Jackets. I don't think these two teams are going to like each other a whole lot. They'll meet again at Yellow Jacket Arena later on in the season. And it'll be one of those we say sometimes is you're going to feel like this is one that got away from you. And as you talked about earlier in the broadcast, with no district tournament,
and the tiebreaker, if it's head-to-head, it's going to be point differential. And, well, for the 4th time tonight, the shot clock goes off 2 seconds after the ball is inbounded.
Oh, tough night at the scorers table. But like as you said, maybe the result of conference game number 1 is just as important as conference game number 12 or 14? 14.
Like I say, you want to try to keep scoring here because the head-to-head tiebreaker will be point differential. Right now, it's plus 13 for Robinson. You'd have to beat them by more than that if you don't close the gap.
Scroggins 3 misses. Ball goes out of bounds. We saw that on the football field this year. Why do you score points in the final seconds against Mayflower somebody? Because at the end of the season, when everybody's tied up, those points make a difference on who goes to maybe the playoffs. Carter Holland with 3 and a timeout by Coach Judson Smith. Back to a 10-point margin, 78-68.
Yeah, you'd like to get this thing under 10 if he can. Last year we won by, a couple of 3 points at Clinton. Go back and look.
We went to overtime, didn't it? It was close, I think. I want to say it was overtime.
72-69. Clinton won at Clinton.
Okay.
But when we came here, we lost by 20, 68-48.
$19 seconds. 1-2-1-1 zone press by the Yellow Jackets. So Brennan Johnson will guard the inbounds pass. He's got a height advantage down the baseline, but they will get it into Rath. Look at a double team. Dribble away from it, up the sideline, in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. Let's say there was enough contact by the defender to be whistled for the foul with 13 seconds remaining.
$25 points right now for Holland. Point number 30 for Rath.
I think if you're watching at home, you've seen, I don't know if you want to, I'm going to call Carter Holland. He's a scorer, not just a shooter. I don't know if he's a shooter or scorer both, but you're going to see two of the leading three-pointer by Carter Holland, 2 of the leading scorers, shooters, whatever you want to call them, in the whole conference. And Rath will have a chance to finish this one out. He'll miss on the dunk attempt, and this one has come to an end. Pulaski Robinson 79, Yellow Jackets 71. The teams will walk across midcourt there and shake hands with each other. And as we said earlier, I'm sure a game that'll be a bit disappointing for the Yellow Jacket squad. Let's take our final break of the evening. When we come back, we'll give you the final numbers, and we'll name the First Arkansas Bank & Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank & Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank & Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the